We're live. You can't say wait. Oh, that's the wrong one. She's no you. Oh, and my
look.
There's my kitty cat. Whoa. Hello. Hello, everybody. What channel? Oh, critique code submissions. We're starting with Faffins because it's right here. Not yet, though. Leaving Discord.
Wait, not yet?
Yeah, we can start right now, but don't you guys want to like introduce yourself?
No, not really.
There is no introduction needed. Why am I the color? Look at my face. I'm like the ghostiest version of myself. Old Slappy, how do I fix these lights?
There we go.
To what? I am so bright. They're at 11. They're at 11. I look terrible. What is this? Oh, well. It's just how it goes. This is how it be.
Right.
Sometimes it
Turning
be
on my
that
gamma.
way. I know, right? Just don't look at me.
How do you guys have all these cool effects?
That's just how. That's what you got to do. Man's got. You know what it is? The Elgato restarted things. How do I fix that? I know, but like, what do I do? That's what I mean. Hey, Faffin. We also can't hear any of the behind the scenes stuff. Can hear Bubbles, but I didn't hear Faffin come in. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Hi, Spying Wind. How are you doing? Volume check for Bad Cop and Josh. Okay, volume check. Bad Cop.
Hello.
You want me to yell?
You want me to just say something? If you would like to yell, but try not to be aggressive. Don't be mean. I know. Did it actually work though, Faffin? The sound? I feel like it didn't. I'm so bright.
Bad Cop and Josh are at like a 5, while Chrissy's at like a 10.
Oh.
Is this better?
Oh yeah, good job, Bad Cop. Bad Cop
I can't do that. That's more of a joke thing. I can't do that consistently. Unless I put my face in my microphone. Actually, I can.
You can just eat your microphone. Hello.
Yeah, I can boost the shit out of my mic, actually.
I can put you guys higher. Okay, try now, Bad Cop.
Hello?
Is that better for Bad Cop? I just upped. Okay, I'm upped Bad Cop's sound. Now I'm gonna up Josh's sound to 173. Is that Josh? Can you?
Hello.
Hello is the perfect. It's just it's like hello.
Wow.
Yay.
I've got something to show you. Definitely my camera got all messed. Okay, so here we are. We're doing critiques code, which we haven't done.
What's this one?
Since April. Is there a link? It's on the Discord, but that's okay. I'll give the link. So this is Faffin's code. Faffin was the first one to submit all the day.
When my follower alerts show up.
Oh, follower alerts. Your follower alerts show up? That's
yeah, it just
fucking
showed up
amazing.
on my camera.
I love that. Wait, your follower alerts or mine?
Mine.
That's cool. You feel free. I'm not gonna thank anybody till like the end. I'm gonna do a big follow because otherwise I'm gonna be interrupting people. That's a pain in the ass. So I don't want to do that. I gotta fix my camera. Look at how bright I am. Maybe I'll just critique from back here. This is how I'm just gonna sit for the rest of the stream. Hold on. Okay. All right. So this is Faffin's code. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nerfing. Hold on.
So what is this?
This
is
let's read the README. Okay. So we start. So this is a temp logger, a Python project.
Oh, I think he was streaming this.
He was streaming this? How dare
Yeah, I
he?
think so.
Dual critique code. I'm just kidding. Does it
Spoilers.
work? The Morton. Oh look. We clone it and then we use Nano for some reason.
Do we have to have a Raspberry Pi?
I have a Raspberry Pi. Should I try it with a Raspberry Pi?
It says you have to have the OS, but I don't know if you can run the OS on anything else.
Yeah.
Nano. Oh.
You'd need the right temperature.
Oh yeah, you need the sensor, right?
Okay. So we can't tell if this code works. So basically we just have to make fun of it in other ways. Baffin did want to be roasted by Bad Cop. So
I think this is probably how we should do most. Like, I don't know. I feel like we're not going to be able to run most of these.
yeah. Yeah,
But
I
in
had a
general,
Haskell
running-
one. It was really hard.
Yeah, in general, running code by random people on the internet is probably like
The worst idea
not
ever.
recommended. Yeah.
Whatever. It happens. I feel like I gotta turn these down. I can't do it. I just can't be this bright. Yeah, but they're at 11.
Is this running on Adafruit.io? They have like a dashboard
is.
or whatever, from what I remember.
That can. Oh no, that's just no lighting. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we can check it on the dashboard. I don't know. It's working. 2023. Okay, so Faffin says it works. So then let's look at the nonsense.
I'll take his word for it.
Yeah, it's fine. I believe it. So it's in Python. I wonder if I should. Let's do this. Let's do.
Oh, look at this.
What are you looking at? What's exciting?
Oh no, it has an error. He sent a link in the chat.
It has an error.
Yeah, 404 error.
Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Already, it's bad. 404 code doesn't work. That's what that means, right? Code fails. All right. So this actually might help a lot. So if you were actually looking at real code, which this is, and you wanted to like say good and bad things about it, what would your criteria be?
Is it readable?
Readable.
Is it-
Can you read it? All right.
I don't know. That's so vague. Like, should we clarify
use,
what
like-
that means?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah. This is basically like if the more I like, so the reason, all right, let me talk about a little bit about why critiques code is here. And I just cannot I never look this white. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just very uncomfortable for me. So, okay. I'm not that vain, I promise, but I am a little bit. So the way Community Critiques Code or Chrissy Critiques Code, which it was never Chrissy, but it just ended up being that, started was like, I didn't know what I was doing at all. And I still pretty much don't. And so I figured like looking at like a ton of people's code and trying to like decipher it and figure it out would help me a lot. But I think as I've gotten more familiar with code, I like want to learn how to really critique it. Like if I was in a code review, what would I say about this? I've never been in a code review in my life because I'm
Me
the
neither.
only coder at work. So like nobody trashes my code ever, and I really want to know how to trash my own code. So that is what we're doing today. Saying good and bad things about this code. So we can't tell if it runs, although I did used to try to run these. So readable, Josh, are you just saying that like
I don't
so
know,
this is like
like-
easy vars, easy like good well-named parameters and stuff?
Yeah, just like your standard, like, can I understand what's happening at a very high level?
Yeah. And then like probably, I mean, what Bad Cup, what do you think?
Like what categories?
Yeah. Like whether or not we'll just do like a binary, like whether they meet it. Okay, it's readable, yes, no. It it works. We don't know. That'll be a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll take their word for it. Like if it doesn't work, it obviously is not not good code.
That's number one, right? Does it even run? I don't know. You
Yeah.
can have code that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I guess if it does it on purpose, it doesn't matter. If it's not supposed to do anything, that's the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about code from like categories. Like,
You just look at it and you're like, that's trash.
no, I look at it and I find like individual things that like
Okay, cool. So
I
then
care about.
as opposed to that, then we won't have any categories that are good or bad. We'll just start with Faffin's code and chat about it. And Faffin, so this is a temperature. So the name of it, actually, that's a great idea. We'll just make this and see how it goes. So the name, and the name and what it does is pretty important. So let's see if we could figure that out just by looking at it. And it has a README, which is always a big deal. If your code doesn't have a README, do you even lift, bro?
It seems pretty easy to get up and running. The hardest part for this is probably just setting up the sensor if you're not like familiar with that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
like if you
Adafruit
had a
account,
sense,
but that's it.
and you have to have an Ada. So if you had a sensor, it would just it would be good code. Like you just run it and it's like solid.
I don't know.
Right.
I haven't looked too deep into it, but yeah, this
Yeah,
is pretty standard stuff. You set up an I2C like channel or whatever, and then it just publishes to that channel, and you can listen to it.
Okay.
And I guess he's like intercepting that call and then posting that data to Adafruit. Pretty simple.
So
it looks like.
One thing that's weird about this is it looks like it's written to run for 59 minutes and then stop.
Where? Oh yeah.
You
4i
want to comment on line 31, where we loop for 59 times
Yeah.
and then we sleep for 60 seconds. Also, I don't know if that's 60 seconds. I'm going to assume it is, but it might be 60 milliseconds.
Yeah.
Time.sleep.
The Python is, I think it's seconds. I'm pretty sure it's seconds.
Oh yeah, it is seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Oh, so he's like, I think what the idea is that you get a reading every 60 seconds. No sense in like sending tons and tons of values. You just get, a reading every minute, I guess. But I don't know why it doesn't like run all the time. Why do you stop at 59?
That's a good point. And
you'll
it's not
see why as you go on. I will.
Is that what Faffin said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see if we can. But that's not how you rate as you go. I guess that makes sense. Like you'll see why as you go on. But as we go on, this is the only Python code. Hold on.
I mean, I saw the oh, there's a timer. What's the timer do?
All right, let's check out the timer. But what is this dot timer? I have no idea. Like what? No, this isn't working either. What is? I don't know. Like, what even uses this? Let's see. The probe. Hold on. The probe uses Adafruit SH. So this is obvious. I don't know what board is. It probably is just like a board, like a regular red board. But so you have to know a little bit about Adafruit, which isn't too terrible. Config, parser, and time. But where is this even used? The temperature probe in the service? Like, what is it? It reads data from the service. Oh, wait. This is system D stuff? That's what Faffin and Maximus are saying, that it's system D stuff. These two.
But I don't really understand what we're trying to accomplish with system D here. Like, we've got a lot of timeouts and things happening, but I don't actually like the nuance of that is very confusing here. Like, I would have to read what all of these settings do.
The service is invoked automatically by systemd on an interval. Oh. Is this okay? This is going to be a really stupid question. Forgive me. It's a really
System D
stupid
is evil.
question. It's a really, really stupid question. So is System D just a Windows thing or just a Linux thing?
It's a Linux thing.
Okay, got it.
It's if you've ever seen like the services thing on Windows, it's kind of similar to that.
Okay, yes, I have seen this. The thing that like runs shit when you tell it to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like that, but this. So does System D look for .service?
Yeah, so if you put this .service file in a particular folder,
Mm-hmm.
and then you like run a command, it'll pick up that this is a service.
Mm-hmm.
And so this file like defines what this service does. So you can see on line 12, it runs Python, and then
Yeah.
it passes it the script.
Wait, okay,
And
that makes sense.
it's whenever Python exits, it'll try and restart because of line 16. I don't know what restart sec 300 does. Let's see. Configures the time to sleep before restarting a service. So when it ends, it'll stop for 300 seconds and then start it again.
Okay. So System D plus Linux reads the temperature probe service, and then the timer, is that another thing that System D reads? Is this like a totally different, or is it a totally different thing? Run temperature probe service on a schedule. Oh, so the timer runs the service code on a schedule? I would have commented this, but I don't know how to comment anything in System D shit. Well, it looks like you do. Look. Is this a comment or is that like
Yeah,
a
it is.
like you did it. There's already a comment in here.
Task
there's
failed
two.
successfully.
Yeah, good job. That's fantastic. Okay, cool. The only thing I don't so the timer tells service when to run, even though service is running always with a 300-second delay. So are these redundant? Or will they on boot?
So
go ahead.
The timer is a secondary thing that you can do in System D. So this thing, I don't exactly know how this works. I've never used one of these.
A timer?
But from what I was reading, it starts the service 1 minute after it boots.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know I didn't look up the other one yet.
And then it on unit active seconds. Oh yeah, these are very confusing.
Defines a timer relative to when the timer unit is activating was last activated. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, I get that.
What's not to understand about this description?
I totally get it.
I didn't misread that. That's just what it says.
Defines a timer relative to when the unit. When the unit, the timer unit. Sorry, wait. Sorry. Defines a timer relative to when the unit, the timer unit. It was so fucking
is activating was last activated.
Mm-hmm. Activating was less activated.
Totally.
No, I get it. Y'all are like, if y'all don't get this, this is your problem. This is like
basic stuff.
I learned this
day one.
See, I learned this before I learned CSS. Josh, what about you? You get it? You get it.
This is outside of my forte, I think.
But
I think I understand it.
That's what critique code is about. You're supposed to make up shit and pretend you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised. Is that like define the timer or whatever? Is that from like the official docs?
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's from
Like somebody
go.
read that.
From this
Somebody was
page.
like writing that down and they're like,
Oh, I see.
I am making documentation and this makes the most sense for this thing. And they pressed enter.
This is some old docs. You can tell these are some old.
Well, it's System
files,
D,
you know?
right? Like it's
Yeah. But I mean, it shouldn't be like fancy smancy, right? Docs should be.
let's see if we can
informative
make up a
and
I mean,
new
these are up to date.
yeah.
They
Let's
got
see.
stuff that was added in version 229. You can use the remain after elapse.
Maybe we can let's it's not even Faffin's fault and we're just like picking on the worst part that's like not
Well, it is Faffin's
Just-
fault for using System D.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's a fair point.
That
That's
is
a fair
that
point.
is an optional thing that you decide to do.
That's true. All right. Let's see if we can make this sense. This sense. See? It's like I'm already getting it into my system. Like now I'm really understanding the sense of System D.
I mean, he did say that he wasn't sure how to write comments in these files, so that's fair.
That's a fair point. Defines a timer relative to when.
Plus, I mean, these are like common knowledge, right? Everyone knows
Yeah.
what these mean.
Everybody. You're right. We shouldn't even be thinking about it. All right, so the README. Let me read. So apparently you need. It assumes you have a Raspberry Pi, which is fine.
PI?
A Raspberry Pi. Did I actually say? Sorry, you need a Raspberry
Excuse me?
Private Investigator. I'm sorry. A Raspberry Pi. Why did my brain do that? It's broken.
No, that's so
Using-
cool though.
The Raspy. I'm just gonna say it wrong now forever.
No, I'm claiming that pronunciation is the correct one now. 'Cause that was the coolest.
SSH needs to be enabled. Is SSH ever disabled?
I mean,
It must be for the Raspberry Pi.
yeah.
Pious. By default, yes. Okay. All right. Apparently it asks when you set it up. Rasppi Airy. Clone this so cloning is modified this Adafruit. That's this one. Config file with your credentials. Can we look at it? What's it say? Oh, look at all these comments. See, your comments are great.
Raspberry Pi Noir.
Noir. Is anybody having a drink? Are you having a drink? Is anybody drinking anything
Yeah.
good?
I got sweet tea.
I've got Monster.
Sweet tea. I have Coke, but I would like a glass of wine because that would make this way easier. Old Sloppy, will you get me a glass of wine? It won't happen.
There's not much to like really assess here, I don't think.
Well, I think
I
the
have one
README
other
is
thing-
exceptional.
I have one other question about temp probe.
This one?
Pi.
Yeah.
So what's going on line 37? We're like taking a certain type of error and we're just like, yeah. Oh well.
Pass. Meh.
Unfortunate.
It's too bad.
Whenever I write something like this, I like to add a comment in between. That's just like, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's like explicit that you meant to
Yes.
You know,
Crash-
throw it away.
Adafruit.crash
what's nice
computer. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
What's nice about Python like this is that you can catch certain kinds of errors. So you can't do this in JavaScript. You throw something, you have no information about why it was thrown or anything like that. But now you can, in like Python and other languages, right? You can handle errors differently depending on that type of error or whatever.
You can do that in JavaScript.
You can do that, but the catch statement, you don't. It's typed as unknown, so you trust
Yeah,
that
you have to rethrow.
Is that what it is?
Like you check if so you can still do, like, JavaScript does have types. If you like create an error that's like, TypeScript won't know, right? But JavaScript has runtime type information for classes.
Oh, this is like the tags or whatever. I've seen this in a library called effects, I think. It's like an effect TS or something like that. And you look at the tag type or something of the class. Because you can do a runtime check, but you can't
it
do
would
it like
be a runtime check, and then you just throw it
Yeah.
again if it's not the type that you care about. It's jank, but
Yeah.
you can do the same thing.
Yeah, all right. So there's this. So Fafin has the note to like actually throw the errors. It's very important. But
Is
otherwise,
there like a catch-all error? You should always have a catch-all kind of error, right?
No, you shouldn't. What?
Why not? I mean, you
I
always
still-
like, what if you
That's-
threw something you didn't expect? You catch that in the
then
catch-all.
it should crash.
You think so? You shouldn't
Yes.
have silent. You shouldn't have silent errors.
No. If the program does something you didn't expect, it should crash. Like, that's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, if it starts like writing over and over to your Raspberry Pi and filling up the memory, you absolutely would want it to just stop. Like, quit that.
Stuff would never start.
Stop
then?
doing that.
No.
My stuff would never start. Oh.
Okay, I still never figured out why we looped for 59 minutes. Like, that never made sense to me.
So wait, let's see.
I was told we would find out.
And then you sleep for 60 minutes? How do you know it's minutes? For I in range. So it's 59 something. How do you know it's minutes?
Oh, because on line 45 inside the loop, we sleep for like a full second.
Yeah, but it still might not.
Or
So you're
minute,
just
sorry.
guessing. I mean, you're guessing that it's minutes because you are sleeping.
guessing?
Well, I don't know. Is it? So like for 59 times, you do this. Oh, I see. You're sleeping for 60 seconds 59 times. I see.
Yeah.
So you keep trying this thing, but then you sleep at the end. And so essentially you're waiting every minute to what? Where does this get returned? Like, what is
60
happening?
times? No, because it wouldn't. It doesn't include 59. Right? on.
No, I think that's
That
right.
might be bad.
Hold on.
Where I in range 59
I think it.
print.
I think
I-
it. Does it include it?
Oh no.
I don't think it. I don't.
No. It's exclusive range.
Yeah.
So
So
it
it's
goes from
50
0 to 58.
59. So it's 59 seconds. Yeah. And then the last minute, it sends you a bunch of stuff. Try a.io send. Oh, okay. Send the temperature feed and send the relative humidity. So we still don't know. So this is so Dave, this is a like temperature probe. This is a here, just take the readme. I can't explain this to you. What do you think I am, some sort of like code reviewer? I'm just kidding.
It'll do relative humidity and other kinds of things too. It's pretty cool.
Right. So it uses a Raspberry Pi to sense the temperature and the humidity and return it to the output, wherever that is.
That have you played around with that Adafruit like dashboard? It has really nice like widgets and stuff.
Can we run
to
it
like
on
visualize the data.
this? Mm-hmm.
But it's been a long time since I looked at it. It's probably gotten way better than when I was looking at it.
I doubt we'll want to run it on that though. I don't want to do this. That makes me tired. That makes me like tired. I am like tired. It uploads it to Adafruit IO.
Ooh, he's got it public. Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go.
That's
Why don't I see any
sexy.
data?
We should see data every 50.
Oh, I need to create an account. That.
Aw. Aw. First name, Chrissy. Last name, Codes.
So, Fafin, like, what do you plan on doing with this data? Because it would be cool to react to it, right? If you needed to, like, I don't know, somehow the chicken coop was, like, super hot for some reason, and you needed, you know, to affect a change without doing anything. You needed it to happen automatically.
It's not working. Not working. It's not working. It's not working at all, though. I had just made an account. They can now track my data forever. They even asked me, like, can we just come to your home and watch you? And I was like, yeah, because I have to do this stupid critiques code thing, and it's not even working. There's no satisfaction here. The person doing this project has 20-something of them running in display cases with antique watches that last year were damaged by the site's HVAC being shitty. Oh, that stinks. They're not working anymore.
Yeah, is there, I don't think so. Let's see.
So code doesn't work. The graph took a minute to show up for me when I first got going, but it does show up. Does anybody believe this man? I don't believe him. I don't. I don't believe him one little bit. I'm kidding, I do. I trust Fafin with my life and my real name, even though he doesn't know it. The hell? What? Every time I press refresh, it just opens a new dashboard. What is happening? Oh, an imager proof. We've got the imager proof. You just drew on this. Yes, I'm over 18.
Don't say that.
You just drew on it. No, I'm sure this happened. Look
you
at
made this in Excalibur. Don't lie.
Codes is my the Gertrude is not my middle name. How dare you?
52. Wow.
Raffin, you know that I know that this is drawn.
What's up, Raiders?
Right? Raiders? What? Can you guys hear the song? Gotta dance.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? So I'm just looking like an idiot to the two of you over here. They can't hear the music. I'm so sorry.
Was I on beat?
Yeah, no, you had it. You were on. Absolutely. There's like a game that you play where you put like headsets on everybody and one person has like a different song than everybody else. And it's like I saw this as one of them has like the one that I saw had the the Wii sounds like for the Wii Fit board, like the dun 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 dun, and then everybody else had like Usher's like
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a big difference.
yeah, and so you had to like pretend to like dance like everybody else, and imagine that you had the right. Hey, welcome Raiders. What's up? You can tell us a little bit about your day. How'd it go? How'd your code go? Wait, were you coding? What were you doing? We dancing. They were dancing. Apparently, they were dancing. Started with a bathtub stream. Hell yeah! Wait, a bathtub stream. That's fun. What is a bathtub stream? I want to do that.
That's the dark side of Twitch.
Is that like a new thing though? Like a tub stream? I thought you needed like a pool. You can do tubs now? Like, do you have to have a ton of bubbles? Cause that would be kind of my thing. Like all the bubbles. So many bubbles.
Imagine doing like a coding stream in like a hot tub or something.
I would do it. They have waterproof they have waterproof. It's still not working, but I believe you, Fafin. They have waterproof computers. You can't unmute? Okay, hold on. I got you. Can you talk now? Oh no, oh yeah, there you are.
I fixed it, right? Hello?
Well, I mean, I unmuted you, but maybe you fixed it too.
No, I saw the SH script, but there wasn't anything really in there. What did you want me to review?
You can do so many bubbles, Croucher. Just try. I'm not. Hello, Raiders, and hello, followers. I'm not like. I'm not thanking everybody because I don't want to talk over Bad Cop and Josh because that's rude. So, it's great. I love it. No, we all love it, right, Bad Cop? Fantastic. It doesn't work.
It's great.
No, it's good. It's honestly a really good introduction because it's very simple. The code is really readable, I think. Especially if you know Adafruit or like any sort of red board or whatever. Like it's just easy to understand what you want to do. Although I would read the configure information, create an instance, create a sensor object. It's commented. Just the errors are a problem. And I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty simple. It should be easy to run.
What do you mean it's a batch script? No, it's not. This is like fine. What do you mean? He's talking about the configure templogger.sh file, if you want to look at it.
Maybe we should have started with this. Oh, that's cool, Coppinger. I know, we're paying attention. Is this a clip of you in the tub? I don't know if I want to become that. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to become that. No, I'm not ready for this. The bathtub meta. I'm not doing it. But I'll collab if you ever want to. I don't know if I would do that. Maybe I would. If there were lots of bubbles. There'd have to be so many bubbles. All right. So Raiders, I just want to tell you what we're doing. So today we're like critiquing a bunch of people's code from the community. And it's super fun. So is this good bash code? Batch code. This is batch code. Is what
I don't know what you
Fafin is
mean
calling
by
it.
it's batch code. Like,
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
it's just a script. Does some stuff. Seems fine.
Yeah, I don't even know what. Yeah. It seems easy too.
That's very simply put, Zion Bear. It's way more than find and replace. That That's like the one command that people use it for most commonly, but you basically have the entire ed program available, which does a lot of things. It's the way they used to edit code back in the day.
Would you put this in a script like normally? Like, because this is sort of in control of the user, right? Like, you wouldn't want to force their.
So I'm assuming this script is meant for like when you first set up a new Raspberry Pi, you run this and then it does all the stuff for you.
I see. So it's specifically
and this is
for
like
Pi.
Yeah, this is like a great usage. Like, it's like these are all the steps that I took to set up the Pi, so I just put them in a script so that I can repeat them by running the script.
Got it. I guess I was thinking if you were running this on an OS, like you wouldn't want to update someone else's anything, packages or whatever apt-get does. Does it just update?
Right, you probably wouldn't want to run this on your computer.
So it's just good for the Pi. Cool. All right, sweet. Nice. All right, cool. So I would say this is pretty good code. It could use some commenting in systemd files, but that does not. I'm just kidding. And the error handling, but I think, yeah, overall, this is a good introduction to CCC, I think. Dry it off with what? You thought it was longer?
I think what piling means is dry is like an acronym for don't repeat yourself. Yeah, but personally, I don't agree. Like, there's nothing in here that you could really like deduplicate. Maybe the print statements, but like, why would you do that? Like, sure, you could write a function that like does the print and then also the new line and the ... but like, there's no real reason to do that.
Did we ever get the answer for this?
For which one? Oh, why it's 59 minutes? I have no idea.
Like why 59 and then you sleep for 60 seconds every. It just gives you the data for the last second. So it gives you data once a minute.
Yeah, I think so.
Ah. That makes sense. Okay. So it's not okay. So that's what you said before, Josh, right? That it runs once a minute, but it's 0 to 59 is 15. Hold on. Is 59 items because it's 59 is not inclusive. It's exclusive. So, all right, sweet. Are you guys ready to move on? Baffin, are you good? That part is just funky. Oh, okay. Did you want your code rotated more?
Rotated? I'm here to rotate some code.
Rotate. All right. Flop isn't even here. I should yell at him. I'm gonna go yell at Flop to come get his come get your code critiqued.
Ooh.
This is what I do. I just yell at people on Discord. That's the entire stream. It's just me writing Discord messages that are angry.
That's a good call. Don't forget to balance the code after rotating.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Rebalance. You have to rebalance it.
I may have already looked at the next one.
Oh, what does that mean?
And I'm scared. Oh, you opened it too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
I just looked at it.
What is this?
So it's pretty good. Um, I have some thoughts on this one, but I'll let you go
Wait,
first.
is this somebody for real? Is Ace Lewis or whoever this is a real like chat person?
Yes,
I
Floff.
think
Yeah,
Flop is in the
Floff has
chat,
been
yeah.
here since the beginning. Floff is an old friend, so he's either trolling us because, or it's nice.
Try it up. Yeah, this one I agree. Maybe a little bit of dry principle on this one could be good.
We love the calculator, Fluff. Oh my gosh, how holy. Did you write code to write this? Did you write code to write this? Write everything twice? I'm sorry. Maybe write everything twice, but not how many times did you do this? Well, how long is this? Hold on. This is like Maximus Maximus's code. Except 20,822 lines. It's truly an inspiration, really. ChatGPT code, no. ChatGPT would not last this long. It would crash before it wrote all this. It'd be like, I'm late tired. Just like me. We get along because we're both late tired.
Can we run this?
Can we run this? Took me a long time. And if
Well, I saw you have a version for up to 1,000, right?
Is this is this just like syntax practice? You didn't.
If you go back out to the root, there is a file called generator.py. That's pretty suspicious.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh. My first calculator. I initially saw Al Spiegert's.
That Al Spiegert's pretty cool. He streams as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then I saw image shown below, posted on Reddit, assuming that the image was not made up. For some fake.
I do like.
Assuming that they're
I do like the way you check if it's Python too. That's very cute. I've not seen anybody do it that way.
The generator will not work in Python 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I guess given the context that this is 7 years ago, it suddenly makes sense why you have a check for Python 2. Because you could probably remove that these days. Let's see.
Refactored. You gotta refactor this.
Yeah, it looks like, in fact, Python 2.7 is dead officially.
It's dead?
It's been dead for a while.
It just isn't getting updates, right? Isn't that what it means? You can still use it.
No. It's not allowed.
You can absolutely still use it.
The last
it's a really bad idea.
The last line says what?
Use Python 2.
It's well, you always want your program to be friendly, right?
So it says,
in that file.
Thank you.
Yeah.
With a smiley face. This, yeah. Oh, that makes all the difference. Wow, this is awesome. 0 to 1,000? Sorry about that, but we can't show files that are this big right now.
Well, it's also compressed, so you won't be able to.
Okay.
You'd have to download it and unzip it.
What's
How
the
big
difference
is it?
between a RAR and a TAR?
Oh, it's 20 megs. Yeah. That's pretty big.
I was going to clone all of these too. I decided not to. 20 megs of like.
Wow, you have 4,000 stars on this? That's the most impressive part.
4001. JK, that's not how that worked.
Oh, this isn't yours.
It's not. Oh, it's not
Oh.
yours.
I knew it. I knew it.
What a scam.
Aw, how am I supposed to be? We're critiquing community code. You can't just go. You can't just go and like steal non-community people's. Oh, okay, Google, turn the downstairs lights off. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't notice that till just now. Can't just do that. Can't just troll all of us. Not even fair. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's get this the fuck out of here.
Moving on.
Moving on. As I was saying, my cat is biting my elbow. That's how mad she is. She's so mad at you. Don't try to apologize to me.
This next one has a video.
Ooh. Are we just gonna be trolled by the rest of the peoples?
Oh, I think most of these are troll.
Aw, you guys, I'm trying to learn. How am I supposed to
I don't
learn
know.
if the
This one-
entire software dev community is trolling me?
This one looks real.
OpenGL? The OpenGL one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bright
Although
though.
I'm getting light moded.
Yeah, what is this? How do we dark mode it? Shh. Quiet. No, I don't want to learn about Rick Astley. Is that the video? Is it a Rick Astley video?
No, it's not.
It's in a real demo? All right, good. GitLab dark mode. Can I just do it? It doesn't exist. Oh, look, here's some section of GitLab that I can use that's darker. That's it. Jasmine saying hi to everybody. Can you see her?
This one's quite a bit bigger of a project. Not like super big, but bigger
Sure.
than the other two.
We can spend some time with it.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. That other one was 20 megs of code. Pretty
That's
big.
true.
Oh,
This
that's
one's
pretty
objectively
big project.
smaller.
It's like I don't like the dark mode extension because it messes up classy. Actually, just took it off because it messes up classy websites when I have it on and I forget that it's on. And like, I love design, so I like looking at classy websites. Yeah. I know, Marximus, I know. It's just so much work. I have ADHD, so managing that many things is exhausting. All right, so there are models, there are images, and there are shaders. Is there a README? There is. Ta-da! It is very bright though. And then it just makes me brighter. Exhausting. So what's OpenGL, first of all?
Oh god, what does it stand for? Graphics?
Yeah,
Something?
graphics library.
Oh, okay. All right, Josh, this is your like gig then.
Oh, well, I do a very I don't know, a very high level of this.
Okay, that's okay.
I have written some shaders.
There you
Same.
go.
Okay, it is library.
Let me just get this. Dark reader on. Okay. Now put dark reader on for piling. Oh, that does feel so much better, honestly. So nice.
Gelatinous llamas. What? Okay.
My foolish attempt at getting better at OpenGL. And so the person who submitted this said that it was really old. So it was like learner code, which is fine. It's a
This looks
3D
like a,
game tutorial series. That's kind of cool. I wouldn't.
Kind of looks like a homework assignment in a way.
Oh,
Like I feel
it
like
could
I've done
be.
this since college.
That's cool. I don't know if I like this README. I want more.
I mean, it's got a
more.
demo. What more do you want?
That's fair. Fair point. It's me. It's my laziness that
It's got
is the
build
issue here.
instructions. That's huge.
Where?
It says simple build steps. You do some CMake and then build / MOGL.
I'm not sure
Where's
this
that get
demo
emitted
is
from?
exactly telling me what is supposed to happen. I don't know what I just looked at. Demo modern OpenGL. I think you might have to already know a little bit about OpenGL before, which is
So,
fine.
I mean, it's like this is what they made, right? Like it's a program. There's a cube with some textures on it,
Yeah, I get
and then
that.
there's a light moving around it, and you can move the camera around. It's like a game without the game part.
Wait, what? Sorry, wait.
It's like a game, but it's just like the visuals, right? It's not
see.
actually a game.
It's the building blocks of a game, the amino acids, so to speak. No,
It's an A.
it's an A.
Yeah.
You're a game without the game. It's a. Okay. So this is a good. I don't know. I still wouldn't be able to like do anything with this if I looked at this. So I don't think this is a good README. But I'm not the best knowledger in the world, so I get it. And so, do the images translation
There are
and
no
reach?
images.
Yeah, added
Get pranked.
translation and rotation matrix with a linear model.
So I can help you a bit instead of
Yeah, dude, you could just watch me.
if you go back to the main like list of files, it starts in main.cpp
okay,
at the bottom.
and CPP is. Hold on, I can
C++.
look that up. What? Oh. Why didn't they just call it CPP then? Instead of adding the plus signs.
That's a good question.
Okay, all right, fine, I get it. Okay, cool. Matrix transform, general linear model. General linear model, GTC, is that a type of transform? Is that, let's see, GTC. I'm trying to remember all my linear model shit. Screen, shader, vertex, image, model. So this seems pretty straightforward. So it doesn't start in main, it compile. This is where it would compile or whatever, right?
So those are kind of like imports in Python. But then like, you know how in Python you can have a main function that like runs
everything?
Yeah, this is the same thing.
Yeah, I guess run is not the same thing as compile, which I should probably understand better. And don't. It's the entry point. But what, I don't know, but.
So like it's kind of like, if I remember right, it's the program will compile and you'll have like function names or something that it can reference. And the first thing that it does is look for main. That's why it has to be called main. In C++ programs, at least.
But okay, so okay, and I think this is probably something I should know. But like, okay, so when you compile code, all's happening is it's taking it from like the abstracted language or whatever, like Python or whatever, and it's making it machine.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine. But then, so it's just changing the the language so that the machine can read it, and then waiting for things to happen, like cycling through events and shit to then run the function that whatever that event says runs. Like when code compiles, I always think of it as like, which is probably it's probably a really bad way to think of it, but like I think of it as compressing it so that it's like in its smallest form or version or whatever. But like what I don't
No.
understand. Oh, okay.
It's more like translating it.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
But then, so if it translates it to machine code or whatever.
Here's an analogy that may make things worse. You can think of yourself as a compiler that turns English into Python. But then there's also a compiler that's a program that turns C++ into machine code.
Yeah, I think I get that. But what I don't get is like when something is like ready to run, if it's not compiled, the machine won't run anything.
It's not compiled. Right. The machine doesn't speak C++, just like it doesn't
that
speak
makes
English.
Sense. Okay. So so every time, okay, but what about like JavaScript and browser shit? Is that just different?
So the machine doesn't speak JavaScript, but people have written C++ programs that speak JavaScript, and so that gets confusing. That's sort of the same area as Python, where like you have that program on your computer called Python, and you can feed it Python code, and then it does stuff. That's an interpreted language, whereas like C++ is more like the language you would use to write Python.
That makes sense. Yeah. No. Okay. I understand. Okay. I guess anytime I think of like, because one of the things that I've heard said about like PHP is that it doesn't do something at compile. It does it somewhere else. It doesn't it doesn't check types or infer types or whatever. There's like type inference at compile and type inference somewhere else or whatever. And I never really understood like what the difference was. Like why do things happen at both stages, like at compile and then at like.
Yeah, you'd have to ask the people
you can
who
always
designed
statically analyze your program, and that's
I
what
see.
like VS
I
Code will do
see.
for you and
I
things
see.
like that.
So it's like
Yeah.
static. Okay, that makes sense. All right, cool. And then if it doesn't do it at the compiler, it just takes it as whatever you put in, then that must be a different thing. All right. I'll leave that for another day. But okay, so this code pulls. So this is just that. Is this just the box doing the demo thing, or does this do more than that?
Yeah, so like we can read through this. The first line on line 17, right? This is how, or line 17, like inside the function. This is how you like create an object in C++. So we have this type called glfw.
Yeah.
And we're passing it two numbers, which are probably a width and a height of like the window. So we're making a window that's like 1280 by 720.
Okay, and is glfw like a regular CPP code or C++ code, or is it just
This
probably
is like the
written from one of
OpenGL
the...
library
I see.
that we're
Okay.
using.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, it's right here.
Moomy. That's an interesting question. There's like, I don't know, so many ways to construct things, right? In C++.
Kinda. I mean, line 17 is the main way.
Okay. And so then context is so confusing to me. Make context current. So it basically sets the context of the rest of the code to that window.
So that is probably a function that they wrote in
Ah.
a different file.
Okay.
But I mean, we can skim over that for now.
Okay.
Like,
Uh-huh,
presumably it does something to, set some
Do a thing.
context,
Sure. Yeah.
initialize the screen and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We make a camera,
Mm-hmm. That makes
We-
sense.
make a vector 3
Vector.
for our light.
Okay. This doesn't seem terrible.
Right.
It's very, what do you call it, like procedural, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the nature of the game when you talk about these languages.
So C++ is procedural generally?
Yeah, and when you try to force like functional style out of it, it gets pretty ugly. But if I remember right, it's getting better.
But I
Like-
mean, I'm sure you can do like
Yeah.
object oriented.
C++ is meant to be an OO language, although, yeah, the latest specs are less and less. But that's the whole, yeah.
So then if because you wouldn't, if you were making a game, you wouldn't want this same sort of like setup, right? Because this is like passing the light through a certain spot. Like you would want it to be relative to the user or the like the character in the game or whatever. So you would want like the light to change like as the character moves through the game, right? Because their perspective is changing.
That would depend a lot on what you're making, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I guess you could just leave it in the same spot, I suppose. But I guess like more complex games are not going to have the lighting in the same. Well, I guess they would. I guess why? You're not going to move the sun.
Maybe you are.
But like,
Sometimes the sun moves.
that's true. Sometimes the sun moves. Sometimes you have a flashlight, right? But so that the lighting's going to be different there too. Yeah. Okay. All right. So then something about a viewport. This is where you see the box, or is this? Oh, this is the viewport of the camera.
Probably.
And then shaders and things. So this just makes the box prettier. And then use just like a metal box and a box specular. Is this what a lot of your code looks like, Sarah? Bad cop.
No.
Oh. No, better than this.
I mean,
This is a
no, I
this
mean,
is a
there's nothing wrong
tutorial.
with this.
Are games OO generally?
Oh, that's a big question. Some of them.
Huh. What?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them, I would say.
No,
Most
I
of
would
them?
say probably not most of them.
I'm interested. So what are they then? Functional? And then what the hell happens like with state? I'm sorry, I know this is GL, so it's fine. It's close. It's but like you must manage a ton of states in video games. Or is that not really?
I'm sorry, there's too many questions happening at the same time.
Oh, what are people asking? You mean me?
I don't know. I was still thinking about our game's OO.
Oh, okay. No, you can answer that one. Sorry. I don't want to be.
I don't know. It really depends on what your definition of OO is. If your definition of OO is not functional programming, then sure. But I would say that's a bad definition. And I would argue most games are not OO.
They're
But-
functional?
No, those aren't the like only two things that your code can be, right? Like
Sure.
OO and functional are like, I don't know, they're weird terms that are ill-defined. Most are dysfunctional. There we go. I like that take.
Okay, cool. So this seems like super simple. Not commented. I don't know. Would you normally comment? I think I probably would at least say like what I was doing. At least like what part does what for the box, so that if you went back in here, you would like say, okay, change the shaders. You know, this is how you change it. You wouldn't say how, but like basically just say shaders are here. Like I would do some sort of commenting here. And then you wouldn't?
So, okay, here's a hot take
Sure.
that a lot of people I don't know, have opinions on. But I would say good code doesn't need comments.
I think that's true. I mean, I think that's true. I have heard. I don't know. Like on one hand, I think like if you can really, really read the code because you have fantastic.
I always say like if I'm not going to remember
names.
it, then comment it.
Yeah,
That's about it.
But I don't want to.
Yeah.
It depends on how big the code is too. Like I don't know.
But I mean, you should always. I wouldn't say like you should always try to assume that your program is going to be very generic. You don't really necessarily have to write a library or anything, but when you make it generic like that, I don't know, I find that it might be a little bit easier to follow and come back to. But
what I mean when I say that is like you should be able to just read the code. You should write the code in a way that it's just like readable without comments. So like if you're going to have a comment that's like create a camera, maybe that should just be a function called like create camera, and then like
I agree with that. No, I definitely agree with that. But I think like I sort of like at least jumping to code that I know what it does, like a block of code. I want to know what, I mean, I guess it depends on what level it is too. Like if you're like expecting anyone to sort of pick it up, then that's going to be different than like, oh yeah, this is like an esoteric like piece of code that someone in the.
That's how I comment my code at work if I think people aren't going to understand it.
Yeah. So the way I think about it generally when I'm like writing code is like, if I'm going to write a comment, it's because I need to write like a paragraph. If I'm not writing a paragraph, then the comment's probably not important.
Yeah.
If it's one line comment, like this line that says OpenGL setup, that's not really doing much for me.
Sure. Sure.
It could also be in a function called setup OpenGL.
Right. I guess that's fine. I understand what you're saying. I think that the reason
ironically it's not even setting up OpenGL.
Yeah, that's true. I think that like when you work with like, I guess maybe it's just from working with other people and being like, yo, like this is what, before you get your code reviewed, I think you should be like, this is the intention, because you certainly can have readable and understandable code and it might do a thing, but it might not do the thing that you want it to do every time or all the time. I suppose if you have tests for it and other stuff, then that's fine, but I don't know. Meh. I don't mind commenting my code, I guess.
I don't really comment mine very much either. But it's kind of like a style thing too, in a way.
So who said this was a cold take and then we discussed it for like 10 minutes?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I'm calling you out.
For real, yeah. No, and I think like everybody does. And I think like, I mean, someone who's a very highly trained SWE, and people, here know them actually and respect them, said like code is code is clean and well commented, and so I don't know. I think like talented engineers and have different takes on it. So, like bad cop. Did you mute yourself again?
No?
Oh,
Did
okay,
I?
good.
Hello?
No, you're good. No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm sorry. That's funny. To me. Okay, so it looks like all this stuff sets up. Oh, see, these are good. These are well, like that. This makes a lot of sense. Like by what you're saying, like that's clear. You don't need to write this part of the code updates the position of the camera because like
Yeah.
that's the function. So that makes sense. And are they writing their own camera here? This must be like,
Let's see.
Seems like it's like a wrapper around the camera.
yeah.
Can we look at camera.hpp?
Where's that?
It's a different file.
Thank you. Got it. Yeah, it looks like a class, not a subclass, a class extension. What are they called? Class. It looks like the other one is view metrics. View what did I say? Update position is already here. Void is like a type, right? It means it doesn't return anything.
Yeah.
Right. Don't actually. I guess a camera in this context is just some state about like the orientation of the camera and the position, and then some like functions to move it around. The place where we actually like use this is somewhere else, which is a little weird. Well, I guess we have the get view matrix function that's like doing some math probably.
So like if you wanted to change the camera according to like a moving character, like is it like this is you would use this class and then tie it to a spot? Like you would basically be like, hold on, let me think. Class camera.
Oh yeah, you'd have to write some code that was like, when this updates, update the camera as well.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That
So
makes sense.
we could let's do a search for that function update position,
Sure.
and we can find like where
You know how to
that
search
gets
in
used.
GL? Oh, goddamn.
That's a
Paris
great
stuck in my
question.
mind.
Top left, search or go to.
Okay, brilliant. You said get position.
Update position, and it's a capital P.
You mean it's gonna care?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, you could have found out, but we didn't. All right. Forward delta, backward delta, left, right,
Oh,
up, down.
okay, that's not a very exciting search. So the only thing that calls update position is the camera itself.
That makes sense though, because it doesn't do a lot with the camera, but maybe there's like the light, because the light changed. So maybe there's a way to look at this in the light. Because when we watch the demo, right, like the light position changes, but is it that would be a
I didn't
vector,
see
right?
the code.
Pin
I didn't see
messages in
like
your
the code
chat.
for the
Yeah, you can pin
like
messages.
actual
What message?
video.
It didn't let me. Hold on.
Are you a mod?
There we go.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is the same one. Wait,
Yeah,
what's
somebody was
happening?
just saying we should pin the code
Oh,
to
pin
the
it. Oh, smart. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so the light is moving, but maybe that functions differently because it's a vector, right? Like lights are generally. Well, I guess
Oh yeah,
the
the light
camera
is
would be
moving.
too. Yeah, the light's moving. So like maybe
I
we
think
can.
the camera's moving based on like their inputs though, which is that update position function.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw
We
like
could
the
look
up,
for
down. Go ahead.
here, I can search on my end and then give you good information.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, so like get position. That one gets called somewhere else.
I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Get position gets called by the color shader.
Yeah.
And you get the position of the camera and change the color shader.
So this one, we looked at this function already. This is the main function, and it's inside of a loop.
Uh-huh.
So this is running like as fast as it can. It's like rendering a frame of the game and then doing it again.
Okay.
But yeah, the camera's position gets passed through to
Yeah.
the shader.
That makes sense. And so it changes what so it's not, is it not moving the light? It's moving the shade? It's like moving the darkness? Or does shader mean something that doesn't mean shade here?
Oh, shaders? Okay. Shaders are... This is an interesting topic. They're a type of program. We can go to this one. Let's go to color shader.
Okay.
It's in the shaders folder. It's
control click it, did not work.
It's just a drop. No. It's fine.
Ooh.
Just
Just
here,
go
I'll
to
drop
the code. No, it's all right. I got it. I'm a smart girl. I figured out. Maybe. We'll see. It's in shaders.
Yeah, shaders.
Got it.
Color.fs.
Okay, cool. Struct. And a struct is an object, right? Kind of? Sort of?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God. Got one thing.
So shaders are written in different languages generally. This one's written in a language called GLSL, which is the, I don't know, graphics library shader language, probably.
Okay, cool. If it wasn't, it is now, motherfucker. Not you.
But it's kind of like C, but a little bit different. And when you compile this program, instead of getting compiled to like machine code, it gets compiled to something else.
What?
And
trees?
You know how like normally your program runs on the CPU of your computer?
Yes. This runs on the GPU?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how you program the GPU to do stuff.
Okay.
Well, it is machine code, but it's not the same kind of machine code. It's a different kind of machine code. This is why I said that.
It was better for
flavor.
me. Yeah, no. Bad Cop was taking care of me in that instance. Like, because I'll be like, wait a minute. in like 10 years. But now because you said that, I'm like, oh, no, it's okay. You saved 10 year from now me who finally understands all this. Did I tell you I want to create a VR game? It won't happen.
Yeah, you don't need to know how shaders work to do that. Generally, this is the part that like a game engine would do for you.
Oh.
But they are doing it all from scratch as like a learning exercise.
Cool. Does it help? So in the same way that like learning C or learning assembly kind of helps you understand how like hardware works and shit, or how it at least kind of needs to be talked to and how memory needs to be managed. Does this help would this help you code games better? Or does it not really? Like it's just sort
It's
of
like a different
abstracted
kind
away.
of. Yeah, I mean, it could help you to understand some of the like Grey Hatter saying, like performance
Performance.
problems
Okay, got
of
you.
developing a game.
Uh-huh.
But realistically, this is only useful if you're like actually making a game engine.
Okay, got it. Got it. Cool. All right, sweet. Nice. Okay, so this person's code. Yeah, this is pointless. I don't like
So
the comments aren't great, but
the cool
everything else
thing
is
about the
fine.
GPU is that it's really good at doing like a set of instructions like massively. You know how your CPU has like, I don't know, 8 cores or something?
Mm-hmm.
The GPU has like thousands of cores. So it can do lots of things at the same time, but it's
Mm-hmm.
really bad at talking between the cores.
Mm-hmm.
So a GPU can like run a function for every pixel on the screen at the same time really well, because you can just like have each core do 1 pixel and then. What do you mean
Yeah,
you hate so
sorry.
much of this?
It's just a program that runs per pixel.
Yeah,
Well, I guess you could
but
like
so
do it
Bad Cop
differently
is
than that.
dumbing
But
it down for me, so it's fair. I think like I don't know. I think it's good. You have to start somewhere, man. We're critiquing code, Wolf. Hey, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I mean, I did see you, but like I couldn't say hi because I'm trying to be. Yeah, I don't need you to tell me that. I know that. Anyway, so is this good code or bad code?
This is. I haven't seen anything like
Egregious.
horrifying in here.
Got it. And how do you know? Okay, this is actually, I think, the real question. How do you know when game code is bad code?
You don't. The main thing, yeah, build.sh. But the main thing you look for is like we were saying earlier, like, is it readable? Great. That's
Okay.
pretty much all that matters.
Nice.
If you're making a game with it and then it's like 10 frames per second, you might need to start worrying about what you're doing wrong.
Okay.
But until that point, it doesn't really matter.
I definitely don't understand what Microchips is saying. But I think he highlighted, so I like wanted to pay attention. I don't know. I don't understand. When the users campaign. Yeah, I'm like, what? I don't get it. When you run it. Okay.
Yeah, if you run it and it's really slow, then it's probably bad somewhere.
Okay, so if you're running it in the 1980s, it's all bad.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. All right, I understand. So if I'm looking at code and it runs badly in the 1980s, then I know.
Well, if it runs badly in like modern day, then it's really bad.
Oh, okay.
It's like extra bad.
I see. Like super bad. Okay, cool. And so when you're saying, you do you need to know any code to like make a VR game? I mean, of course there are going to be UIs that do like some really dumbed down. You can make like a simple like, drag and drop game or whatever, but like
you don't technically need code, but I would like recommend it.
Okay.
Like,
and like what level?
Unreal Engine, for example, lets you do programming without like writing code.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most people who do it end up regretting it later.
Okay. Got it. Cool.
They have like this weird thing where you can draw the logic of your program by like connecting. Let me find a picture of it. Unreal Engine blueprints.
Excuse me. No, we want to critique the entire Unreal Engine code base.
Look at this stuff.
Okay.
You can do this instead of writing code, but like, is that better?
Oh, I've seen this.
I would say
I've
probably
seen this
not.
I've actually seen this in.
It's called like flow programming, I think.
Where did I see this? Is this in Unity? I feel like people use this not in Unity. What's the other one?
I
Every
think
time I'm
Unity
laughing, I'm just
also
laughing
has
at Wolf.
this now, but Unreal. This is
Blender?
Unreal.
Unreal. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Blender has stuff like this too.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Blender because I feel like I've seen this in Blender a bit. But you can't like code a game in Blender.
Yeah, you can.
You can code animations and stuff.
I know
for
you
sure.
can make animations. I made bubbles in Blender, but
Did they get rid of the game engine? They used to have a game engine in Blender. I don't know if they still have it.
it has node-based shading language.
Oh yeah, 3JS has that too.
Full game. Oh,
Blender game engine is gone. Oh, well, you just have to use an
Gone.
old version then.
can't do that. It's not allowed. No more. It doesn't exist. All right, cool. All right, so nothing is really particularly egregious with this code. It seems to work. It has a demo. I think the README, for me, the README could be better, but it's not terrible. It's got like build stuff. I just wish it had like what it was supposed to do. I always want to know what something is supposed to do, because if it does something else and you don't know what it was supposed to do in the first place, then it's like, oh yeah, it does a thing, but I don't know if it does the thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it also, how much do you use like separation of, what is it called? Separation of, like, because obviously the camera's in a different spot as the screen and the shader and the image, like everything's all separation of, what am I thinking of? Concerns?
Concerns, yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Like, is it
Like what is it? Somebody said like the best code is isolated.
Debatable.
I know someone's gonna disagree with me, but I think that's
Bad Cop has like
Good
a
take.
monolith of just like one mono
No.
repo, mono.
You, yeah. Abstraction is good when used in moderation.
Yeah, no, I think abstraction is like not, it depends on how much you're, yeah. From what I've learned, the more I try to abstract, the longer it takes me to write my code, because I'm like hyperventilating over how, like, I'd rather just start it and write it as like procedural as possible and then change that to better code and be like, oh, okay, I can abstract this and I can abstract this, but I don't need to pull this thing out or whatever. I don't know.
think the Primogen has a pretty good take on this.
Mm-hmm.
His opinion is like, you should write your code and
Mhm.
just make the big spaghetti mess,
Mhm.
and then throw it away and write it again
Mhm.
with a little bit of abstraction, and
Mhm.
then like that code will be good-ish.
Mhm.
And maybe write it a third time if you want it to be really good.
What? No, can we not insult other streamers? Is that a joke? That's got to be a joke. Oh,
I don't think that's a trash take. I think that's actually correct.
Yeah, and we only support people here. You support everybody unless they ask to be roasted. Even the Primogen, who has 2,100 viewers. I spilled Coke. You roast piling, you're so nice. Yeet and repeat. I will yeet and repeat all day. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this code was good, I think. But I couldn't tell. Because I think if I started this, I wouldn't know what it was supposed to do. That's the only issue. But otherwise Bad Cop said it was good, so I believe her. Okay. The next one is who's next? Pop.
Oh, it's Nyx.
Oh, it's Nyx? Oh, nice.
All right. Remember how you said don't insult anybody? We're allowed to insult Nyx, right?
Are we sure? I don't know. Does Nyx want to be roasted or adored? People who are learning, I don't want to roast anybody who's like learning. So Nyx can probably be roasted, but
Is Nyx even here?
no, probably not. Should we bother
Oh
him?
my god.
He didn't even come? Rude.
What the heck?
Nyx. Hold on, let me message him. We're roasting your code, fool. Get in here. We're roasting
I don't even know
your
how to parse
code.
this.
Whoa, hey, just because it's a
Miss
Twitch
you.
bot and bash doesn't mean it's automatically bad. I've seen some really elegant Twitch bots and bash.
Right?
I just hate this one in particular.
Why? Because
Oh.
it's Nyx?
No, because the way he wrote it,
Was supposed to
Is-
anger you?
yeah,
I see.
we'll get to it.
All right. First, I'm going to check the README, see if it actually. No. Also, well, I guess this is good enough. Why are these things crossed off? Does that mean they don't? Oh, okay, they don't necessarily work. That's a weird way to do it. So, like every time something works, you uncross it out. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, normally I would think you would use like the checkboxes in Markdown or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Oh well, we all have our style.
I forget you can do strike through in Markdown too.
This is a good readme.
Really? What? This is a joke. You're joking,
Okay.
right?
It's simple.
It
I don't
doesn't tell
think
you what
your
you
code
need at all.
needs a readme unless you intend it to be like used by other people in some capacity, right?
Or
Like,
critiqued or reviewed.
no, I don't think you need it for that.
All right.
I mean, the about gives me pretty much everything I need, right? It's a chatbot for Twitch, and it's written in Bash, and it uses Netcat.
Man, but like but if I was let's say I was like a streamer and I was coming and looking for chat bots, like I wouldn't pick this one.
you wouldn't pick this one. You shouldn't pick this one.
Okay, good.
If you read security.md, you'll see why you shouldn't use this one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So that's probably a good reason.
Oh my gosh. Is that why you don't like it, or is it another reason?
Well, the reason he added that security.md is because I called him out. Okay, we can get into it.
Yeah, that's why he put it here.
So the entry point on this one is bots.
Okay. That's a good entry point. And this is the thing that says, yo, bash, run this shit. When you run bot, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's what it means, right? Yo, bash, run this shit.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know. I
don't know what Grey Hatter is talking about. It is Bash.
Grey Hatter says no to everything. This is like the biggest. If I like did a sentiment analysis on Grey Hatter's words, no would be the primary, or not, or absolutely not, or wrong. I'm making fun of you. I hope you don't care. It tells your shell. Oh, it's shell? To use the bash. Yeah, that's what this says. get it. It's fine. Okay, set an emu to fail. Emuo? Emuo? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that's actually setting 3 different flags. Setting E, setting M, setting U, and then setting O pipe fail.
Okay. And
Those are just like options that you can turn on in Bash.
Oh, okay.
So for example, U says if I try to read the contents of like a variable that hasn't been defined yet,
Mhm.
that's a problem and the program should exit.
Okay, cool.
Set E is like the most confusing flag in all of Bash.
Mhm.
But roughly what it does is exits if any of the commands you run throw an error.
Mhm.
That's the very simplified. What do you mean? Why are you umming me? Use your words.
Yeah. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Step up. Don't just
read
hide. Don't
Grey
just hide
Hatter.
behind chat. Don't just
Grey Hatter,
hide.
go read what set-e does and then come back to me. like go read it.
Oh, Katana.
Oh,
is in the chat.
Katana's
I
here.
see that.
Katana, were you here before? When we were critiquing your awesome camera and lighting and shaders and things? Gone. I don't want to talk to you, Chrissy. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Ugh. Okay, cool. From the fragment shader. It was great. It was good. The only thing that we said was what? I forgot. I want more readmes, but that's differentiated by the people. Other people who are critiquing the
It's hard
code.
to like critique it when you don't work in that language typically.
No, is it? Well, the whole idea is like how easy. So for me, it's like, can I learn from this? And sometimes the answer is like, no. I have to like work up to a certain. I have to be at a certain level to understand this. So, and sometimes that's okay, and sometimes it's not. You know, but readability should be enough that you can at least understand that what it's doing. You know. And I think it was. I think it was pretty readable.
Are we talking about the OpenGL thing?
Yeah. And critiquing languages in general. I mean, I feel like even if you don't know the language, not the languages, but the code, even if you don't know, you could be like, this is missing. Like, I mean, none of the code that we've seen has any test code in it, which is fine. They seem like small projects.
It made me remember like how much really goes on when you use a library like Three.js. Hi, Wolf. I see you. I just can't talk over other people.
Oh, you can a little bit.
I got my biggest fan in the chat.
Wolfred. I'm Wolfred's biggest fan, so it's like a love triangle, I guess.
It's okay.
Except
My biggest fan.
Nobody
is
loves
here.
me. What?
I said my biggest fan is here too.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, never mind.
What? Fisherman guy, bro. Are you guys gonna dance or can you not? Pretend you hear the music.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
I can't hear it. Old Slappy, you know this
What?
only
Let's
plays one.
Say what you want. I got moves.
Hey Raiders, what's up? What's going on?
That's how I dance.
We're critiquing code. How you doing? We're like looking at people's code and yelling at it, and I'm mostly just listening to other people talk because I don't know what I'm doing. But that's not true. If I did this by myself, I'd be okay. Maybe that's a lie. Anyway,
All right,
so
you can
what
take
Conan?
point on this script then.
I don't think I can do it. This is Bash. Why would you give me Bash? You're just gonna make fun of me the whole time.
You said no.
All right, let me try. Okay, let me try. Let me try it. Let me try. I can at least try to understand it. So if it starts at bot, then we've got this E that doesn't, in Bash, it's like nobody knows what it does. I don't know these. Okay, so we export. Does this just change the line endings so that in case it's written in like a Windows script, it like is happy with it? Is this a line ending thing? This is definitely a line ending thing, but I don't know exactly what it does.
I don't know.
I think so.
That's a question for another person.
No, it's okay. We can figure it out. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's
I can't
100%
answer
aligned
question.
ending. Yes, you can.
Pretend I'm not here.
No, that's not fair. It's a line ending thing. See, I knew it. It changes how tokenization works. I don't even understand what that means. What is I don't even know. There's so much I have to learn. I feel like such an idiot. I know some things. I know like 4 things. Yay. Oh, tokenization is a method of data protection? Is that real? Or is this a different thing? This is different.
No,
This
I
is
know it as a
thing.
different thing.
Tokenization line endings. I'm doodling it.
Interestingly, oh wait, never mind. Does this do read? Okay, yeah. Wait, we set IFS in this program, but then we don't use it. Never mind. That's fine.
Wait, this is IFS. This isn't ifs.
Oh no, yeah, that's IFS. That's an acronym.
No, it means ifs. It means all of our if statements need line endings.
No, we're setting the internal field separator.
Oh, okay. So we could make that a colon and end every line with a colon. I got 2 micros. No questions will be asked. I still want to know. All right, so this defines the path, the current path. That's fine. We're going to use it later. Bot password. I want to know what the security issue is too. So, where is this even defined? .env. Token, bot username, channel. Brilliant. Why did I press the back button? Okay, bot. Clean up background jobs. Yeah, I'm so far away from like an understanding.
I don't understand this either.
TR-
I have like a really, really like basic idea of what it's doing, but
this says shitty alcohol. This is what this says. SCTY.
What did I eat for lunch?
Echo control.
A panini.
So okay, all right. I need you, bad cop.
Oh, what do you need?
What?
Sorry, I'm just debating in chat what IFS stands for.
Oh, okay, good. So, TR-S is squeezing all consecutive spaces into just one space? What?
True.
Squeeze the spaces, cut directories? That's what
No,
-D means to
delimiter.
me. Delimiter. So you squeeze all the spaces, then you cut the spaces, then you force 3 things to happen. F3, that means force 3 things. This is what, and then you kill something? What do you even kill here? Kill the cleanup? If there are Zargs and they're interesting, kill them. And then drink some shitty alcohol. That's what this means. I don't understand this at all. Hold on, let me see if I can get anywhere that I do understand. Let's go backwards. So
context clue, on line 10. What was the function we were reading?
cleanup.
Yeah.
But what would it?
So what might this do? And what does the echo say it does?
It says it cleans up background jobs. But what background jobs would be working on the Twitch bot?
So in Bash, whenever you run a command with a ampersand at the end, like the and symbol, it runs in the background. So
And
what we're
so-
saying here is we're writing a function that like tries to figure out what background jobs are running and then kill them.
Okay, and is that like that's not the same as like a garbage thing, a garbage disposal or whatever they're called in it's like it's not
No.
It doesn't clean up memory or anything. It just cleans up programs that are running. That's it. And why do you
Yeah.
care? Why do you care if there are background jobs running?
Because if you run this script, if you run bot
Mm-hmm.
and then it like starts up this process in the background,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you like Control C to stop it, the stuff in the background will keep running.
Oh my god.
Um,
How many
so-
background jobs do I have?
I don't know.
I guess
But yeah.
so. Control C just doesn't like it doesn't kill it.
Not if you start things in the background.
Oh, okay. I see. But if you start it by like typing like Python start shit, and then
Yeah,
you
Python.
kill it,
Python's
it's just
different.
your-
This is a specific thing to Bash.
Bash. Okay. So if I did, ow, fuck! I just pulled my hair out. Cut it. Okay, got it. So if I started, okay, it's specific to Bash code that's run it. So if I did like let's see, I have some. So if I have a deploy.sh, no, that's shell. So that's different, right? Yeah, I guess I just have to think about what what might be running that wouldn't be run. Okay, that's fine. I'll think about that later. So this cleans up background jobs. And why doesn't it ask for like, how does he even know? Echo control.
What?
And how does it know what's running?
It runs the jobs command, which will tell it what's running.
Makes sense. And then just kill them if they have certain parameters or certain settings or whatever. It looks like it. Is this like a pipe? Is like the oh my god.
Vertical bar.
Yeah. Is it, does it like,
Yeah.
so it pipes the job into, and it truncates the spaces and then it cuts the delimiters. And then what's F3?
The third field onwards. So if you run jobs, it prints out like this little table.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And it'll just take the table apart based on these
It's
rules.
doing like the third column.
Okay. All right. Got it. And then kills the ones that are running. I sort of get this. I could pull this apart. It doesn't seem okay. So it cleans up background. So this is the code for writing the cleanup. Then trap. What the hell is trap?
That's a
I know this
built-in
one.
function
Oh.
that lets you run code when it lets you like hook into a signal.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
when you press Control C, what's happening is the operating system is sending your program a signal called SIGINT. So we're saying when SIGINT is sent to our program, before we shut down the program, we want to run this function called cleanup.
Okay, that makes sense. Before we shut down the program. Okay, got it. Okay. And then we like run this shitty alcohol thing. And then force remove. Force, that's what it means.
Yeah.
It's something echo control. So you echo whatever. This just tells you, I'm guessing this is going to tell you that none of your background jobs are running. Just confirms it. That's what I'm guessing. It might be a bad guess, but. And then you force remove IRC. So you force remove any IRC inputs that you have. And then you make something first in, first out.
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, Bash be bashing me. Bash is like, so the whole deal is like, I've never seen this before. Like, I've never even really seen Bash code. So it's really good to have the exposure. Because otherwise you just never, I don't know. There might be people who do their whole careers and never look at this. I believe that. But they are not applying to senior dev positions. I hope. Okay. Anyway, then there's something called tail, which we want to force the end of the first of the IRC input, right? Tail makes like, that's the end of it. No code, no contest, no, what's NC?
Netcat.
Oh, Netcat. Oh, Netcat. Netcat, your IP and your port. And then something about, this has got to be a little bit of the Twitch shit. T, I don't know what T is, but.
So what this is doing is, yeah, T lets you. What is chat saying?
T redirects the output to both the pipe and the file.
Yeah. So it's going to pass it on to IRC parse, but then also to whatever file you tell it to. But the file that we're telling it is dev.tty, which is actually like the output of your terminal.
Oh. The input? What are we passing it?
So basically, this is telling it to take the output from Netcat and split it in two directions.
Yeah.
One is going to go to the screen, like the terminal, and the other one's going to keep going into this IRC parse function.
Okay. And?
No, not half and half. All of the all of the data to both. It's gonna duplicate it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then this is where the login is. That seems easy. And then you wait on. This is interesting. So if you start running any background stuff during running this code, it's just going to run. Like it'll just go. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Putting
And
in
so
the
what's
background means we keep going without waiting for it to finish, right? Like,
yeah. Okay. So
because
the
otherwise we get stuck on line 27 forever.
okay. So the real this seems so simple. So the real meat
Yeah,
and potatoes is right here. This is it. This is pretty much everything. This says like, yo, like take Twitch chat and put it in these two places and then I don't give a fuck what you do.
No, the real meat and potatoes is the next file, which is IRC parse,
Okay.
which is what we're like piping it into here.
All right. So then if I go
But I don't know if we want to go through this whole file because it's kind of long.
we don't have to go through the whole thing, but if like the important okay, Twitch message. I think the important thing is that it's easy to understand and log. Oh, it's not that bad. We don't have to go line by line, but certainly like this parses a Twitch message. Does it clean anything?
Yeah, so this
Yep.
let's
Yep.
skip over line 5. If you click the little drop down arrow, you can like fold the whole function.
Yeah, so
and then
this
you can
is
forget about it.
This is just basically cleaning up the Twitch message to make sure that it's not injecting any shit into the code, right?
Yeah, we can
Safety.
the way he's doing the command injection is not safe, by the way. And this is the part why I don't like his code. Because this bot is not at all safe to run.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Trust me, I've written my own Twitch bot in Bash, and it's to find safe. I wouldn't feel comfortable running it on my computer while connected to like a real chat.
Because someone could crash your computer.
They could run any Bash command they want. Hey, Svolker.
On your computer.
Right.
Hey,
Which would be
Svolker.
terrifying because they could do rmrf /
Do it for fun.
I wouldn't have any files.
Oh. Man, that sucks so much. I'll read -r. So this isn't good enough. You're just saying that the injection isn't good enough. The injection detection is shitty.
Right.
Test it out.
I'm not going to test it. Thanks. No, Jesus Christ. You guys are exhausting. I'm so happy I'm not. It is actually. It would be. It would be. It used to be. But I generally trusted those people because it was just Josh usually. Josh, you always have good code. I'm so sad you didn't write anything.
I got stuff. It's just, I don't know if there'll be time.
Yeah, I get you. Tags. Oh my God, this is exhausting. No unprivileged commands, check badges for mod.
Got
Okay,
a complaint
it just
about
looks like it
line
does some
52.
shit. 52?
What's wrong with line
Who does?
52?
I plus equals 1.
Oh, then no $sign. Yeah, no $sign's kind of weird.
What's that mean?
Wait, Bashism are bad? No, Bash is good. Check out my tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. I have to find it. There you go. That'll make Grey Hatter upset.
Hash is robust and well known. I mean, nobody complains
Oh
about
no.
Hash Gray Hatter.
Oh, I mistyped. No, like this.
You know what I say about code? If you don't hate it, you don't know what you're doing. I'm tired. This seems like I don't want to read it.
Yeah, that's fair.
It
I think
just
the
feels like
important
a
line
lot of. There's some
is
regex.
the problematic line is line 23 of this file.
All right, let's check it out.
It's
Message
the
equals. Oh my
it
god.
doesn't no. Yeah. Can't be
Oh
doing that.
my. Why would you do that? And then why would you
Yeah.
do that on purpose? This
You'd have
is
to ask
malicious. Is this malicious?
Oh,
This
yeah.
feels malicious. This is malicious.
Yeah, that's a no-no in like web dev too.
Yeah.
No anywhere. Why would you ever do
Especially-
this?
Especially shoving the user input into eval is particularly question mark.
How would you not think this is not malicious code? I guess if you didn't read it.
Well, it's because he's got all these safety nuts. He's got if args if it has a $sign in it, then it's not allowed. If it has 2 closing parens, it's not allowed. Cry about it louder. That's true.
Should I time him out?
Wait, what?
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
he's talking about the security.md.
I always
it.
pick a bad reason to talk about timing Gray Hatter out. So that was just the time of the night. It's okay.
Oh,
Safe enough. Safe enough. Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't want to read this because like it just looks like this doesn't need code critique. This is just like shit you want your code to do or not. And it looks like it works fine. Is it easy to read? It kind of is, it's easy to read.
not really.
All right, never mind, I lied.
But I mean, that's kind of the nature of Bash.
I don't think it's like, I don't think it's confusing. I think if we walk through every line, I could figure it out. But I guess.
There are some confusing things going on here.
Okay.
I think the parsing the tags could probably be a function because it's
Where
like
is
in
that?
line with a bunch of other stuff.
This one?
Yeah. We've got
Okay.
like why does I equal 2? That might be a good place for a comment. Why does I start at 2? When is that ever what you want?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
What's yeah,
Where is it?
I don't know.
What line is that?
Line 39.
Like
It's 2
40
indexed.
something.
I
I think it's
equals
39.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2. I equals 2.
Normally I set it to like 0 or 1. Not usually 2.
So it's like on purpose and off by 1 error.
Maybe it's not on purpose. Maybe it's a typo. Nobody knows.
No way. Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Command. I mean, I guess I wouldn't know. Hold on. All right, so run this thing. I don't even know what this is just some bash stuff.
Wait, I just found line 103. That's definitely a crime.
Sleep? What's wrong with sleeping?
Why do we need to sleep 0.1 seconds? What
Just for
what
fun?
happens if we don't sleep 0.1 seconds?
Oh, I have.
What
It's like
what bug
something
did
bad
this
will
fix?
happen.
Yeah.
Some what? What? I'm so clueless.
Anytime you do a sleep,
Uh-huh.
it's probably
Generally,
wrong.
you're like waiting for something, right? But why are you waiting?
Yeah.
Something is running asynchronously, probably. And do you have like a race condition or something? And the sleep there prevents you from like going into that, state or whatever. That's usually like a bad sign, right?
I don't know. I have sleep in my code.
Yeah, but you're like sleep is fine if you're not like if you only have like one thing going on at one time.
But if it's async, then why are you sleeping?
Well, you should probably, I don't know if this is async or not, but that's what like I'm getting is this sleep is here so that we don't end up in a weird state where there's like a race condition or something.
Yeah, this is where you would definitely put a comment that's like, hack. We put sleep 0.1 here so that such and such race condition is avoided. Like,
What's a race condition?
a race condition is when two things are happening at the same time, and sometimes they happen in one order, sometimes they happen in the other order. And usually it means you want it to happen in one of the two ways specifically. So you do something to, so like adding a sleep 0.1 here could be the case that it's like making sure that this thing happens second to whatever it was racing against.
I see. And you want it.
This is why we need Rust.
That another way. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think this
Because
is
like, what if your computer's running really slow and 100 milliseconds isn't enough?
Sure.
And
That makes sense. Yeah. Is no, we do not. We do not do that. Absolutely not. No. Please be good to every single person's yum. We don't yuck other people's yum here. Especially with the word vomit, for fuck's sake. Okay. So, I love Swelker. Swelker's fantastic, people. What? We just don't yuck other people's yum, man. I am gonna write Rust one of these days. Absolutely. Why not? Why not? You understand the hate? I mean, sure, yeah. But I would still try it. Wish the Rust community was as toxic as I am. Oh, no, they are, actually. It would be an improvement. Huh, that's probably true. But we're not yucking Rust. Like, you don't have to yuck Rust, and you can yuck the Rust community without yucking Rust. I think Rust yucks the Rust community, people who like, so, I don't know. But just don't directly. It's not the same picture. Anyway, so, Danois, Bubbles! I'm tired. So, do you think that Nyx did this on purpose?
did what on purpose?
Like the sleep stuff and or is this just like learning? Or is it like what?
I couldn't tell you. I could tell you this. If I were writing sleep 0.1, it's because I was trying to make something work that wasn't working before, and I was too lazy to do it the right way.
Okay, got it. Okay. So it's just lazy. It's not necessarily lazy coding, but it's just like, okay, I need this to work. So I'm just going to make it work. And that's the end of the story. Yeah, I mean, that's like all my code, so I get it.
Yeah. It's like solving the problem, probably, maybe.
But I would definitely at least add a comment like, hey, please fix this later, dummy, like to myself.
Yeah.
You know? Like it'd be like, don't leave this here.
Like figure out how to do this right. And maybe explain what it's doing.
That's fair, Pyle.
The family honor?
The family honor.
No, he said defend my honor.
Oh, defend whose honor?
Did you never fix this?
I can't remember what it was referring to.
Never fix this. That's hilarious.
I have some of those.
I will never. Yeah, I don't have those.
Usually I put to-dos when I don't want to do the work and somebody else can do it.
Every comment I ever write is fix this, so it just gets exhausting. It's broken. All of this code is failure. Okay, cool. So do we have anything else in this code base that we need to look over?
We move. No, I'm
We
kidding.
can move. We can move. I'm ready to move. I'm ready to be done. Commands. That's really fun. Are these commands that are written?
Oh yeah, that's my
Oh my God, okay.
go-to, Wolf.
Yeah, so this is what's cool about Nix's bot, but also what's terrifying is that you can write the commands like this. Like, this is what I wanted for mine, but there's not really a safe way to implement this, which is why he has eval. And
Got it.
mine has a giant switch statement.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's cool. But again, you're saying it's just not safe.
Right.
You would
Just run my
just-
code with the helmet on.
All right. So is this the second worst code that we've seen today? No, JK. I mean, the number, like, I guess if you only like ask code if it works, then the calculator is fine. All right, cool. Let's go see who's next. I might just do the people who got it in before. Microchips and Jip, I think, got it right before. Y'all, it's Haskell. Wait, is this really for reals? Does anybody in here know Haskell?
I
Do you know
don't,
Haskell?
but I looked at it a little bit.
I'm so excited. And we're supposed to, okay, so I don't know anything, and I know this. Don't worry, it's okay. But like, why is this funny?
Why is this funny?
Yeah, why is this funny?
Because emojis.
Really? That's the
it's
only reason?
valid.
Because it's
I mean,
valid. I see, because it actually would
Yeah.
work. Okay, got it. All right. So it's valid, so that's why it's funny. All right, fine. I get it.
I do have one critique about that one from Pigorley.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. There's this really cool key that you can hit on your keyboard called print screen, and what it'll do is it takes a screenshot of what's on your screen,
Instead
and
of
then
a
you
camera.
can save that to an image file. It's a lot of people don't know about this.
What? Yeah, no, this is new information.
Can we do a live demo? That's a good question.
Should we take a photo of this? Like, should we demo? Should I do a demo of the camera? Yeah, I can do this. Let's do it. Print screen.
Command Shift 4.
Oh shit, where did print screen go?
No.
Fuck. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. It's gone.
Guess you'll have to take a picture of the screen
I have
with your
to take a
phone.
picture. I don't even have it anymore. Home, page up, page down. Where the hell did it go? It's not telling me anymore. Alt F4.
Oh, I don't think that's the right one. No.
I know, I'm just kidding. Calculator. This is a screen lock. I've got screen lock. Then I have some sort of like, let's see. Let's just press shit. Nope, that's screen lock. Oh, no, that worked. I just minimized everything. Minimized. I honestly don't even know. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. They took print
Wow,
screen. Yeah.
That's what happens when you try to do live demos. It never goes right.
I know. Wait. that work? Oh, no, that just started like a clip. That's good enough, though. That was pretty close. It opened the snipping tool. Function F7, but it did not print the screen. It doesn't exist anymore. My mechanical, what is this? MX Mechanical does not have a print screen. Somebody go find it and prove me wrong.
I just have an app for that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did. I just took a snippet. So, same difference.
Oh yeah, that's an option too.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, obviously you would definitely use your phone camera. 100%. That's the way to do it. All right. Did we look at this Haskell? I'm very excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am.
This is some 5-head code.
Yeah, this is. Remember when I was talking about those paragraph comments? We got some of those here. Also, it looks like this person is a Nix user. So they're my enemy.
Nix. Yep. I learned about Nix today. But it was from this user, so. Microchips and dip you here. Yeah. Effect.haskell. Where does this code, where do we enter the code? We have examples. All right. Coroutine. System unsafe? What does that even mean? The yield effect where pauses the current computation and returns a value. All right. Why did you call this 5-head code, Josh?
It's like super it's super what's the word? Like very Haskell-y or whatever.
Haskell?
I
It's
think
Haskell.
it's kind of a feature of the language.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like that. Got it. Is it in here? Effect. Okay. Whoa, hello. Haskell's first class delimited continuation primitives. Yo, you cannot have that many words with that many characters next to each other and have me understand it. Delimited continuation primitives can capture. Oh my gosh, my head hurts. Can capture the continuations of running computations as values at runtime. Okay.
Is who's this person?
Microchips and dip.
Oh, okay.
Takes a CPS function as an argument. It will either run the capture.
This comment makes things less clear.
What is a continuation?
That's when you continue.
That's it.
No, wait, hold on. I googled it. It's the action of carrying something on over a period of time.
So delimited continuation primitives means.
I mean, I guess like is a coroutine considered what you just said?
A delimited
in
continuation
computer science, a continuation is an abstract representation of the control state of a computer program. There you go.
The control state. And primitives are like basic types. Like
yeah.
Instant,
that's how I see them.
Instant cars and stuff like that. All right. Haskell's first can capture the continuations of running computations as values at runtime. All right. Operationally, delimit and control zero can be understood as follows. Delimit does not do anything on its own. It merely indicates where the sub computation ends. All right. Control zero halts the execution. and captures whatever's left. This is so much. There's so much comment. I guess you can't satisfy me when it comes to comments. Hunt of new can delimit CPS. Is this just defining? Is this like initializing?
Well,
Is this how you
the coroutine
initialize?
example. I mean, you can kind of see like the
Alright.
end result at the end of the coroutine example.
Oh, cool.
So, if I'm understanding it correctly, like the next time you call Fibonacci or whatever, it will pick up where it left off, right?
Oh, so you save the.
Or is this like a different kind of coroutine?
Mm. Comments are written in the export list of the module, so anything listed there are just things. Oh, I see. Exported from the module. Oh, I see.
Oh, believe me, I'm reading it. I don't.
Monadic computations. This is like vocab that's just not in my brain. Some of it is, some of it is not. I've never seen the word monadic in my life. Well, wait, just now I did. Before this point. Monad. I've heard of a monad though. Instead of building a new monad from the ground up for each distinct set of effects. Canonical monad. In this case. This is crazy.
I knew
Wait,
the
did we
burrito
pin
was gonna get
this?
in there.
Did we pin this? What'd you say?
Somebody did, yes.
Good.
That was me.
Yeah. It makes me want to learn what all this stuff is.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. It's like anytime you like hit shit that especially because it's like, hey, by the way, like this needs all of this comment. So clearly like relying on a canonical monad means that new effects can be defined quickly and easily by writing an abstract definition of the desired effects and providing a concrete interpretation of the abstract effects. So does a monad, like a monad or whatever this is, like boil all that shit down? Does it contain the abstraction? Or is it a monoid in the two category of endofunctors? What are you even saying? Endofunctors? Endofunctors is an actual word?
I used to know what all this meant, but you don't use it, you lose it, you know?
Josh, you knew what endofunctors meant?
I watched a series in category theory, and
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any of it.
Lists are monads because you can compose lists by concatenating them. That's fine. one after the other. I see.
It's a burrito.
A burrito?
Yeah. It's
Doesn't
just
seem like
package.
a burrito. Seems like a linked list or like a list or like a. Maybe it's a. Excuse me.
100
a
hours
burrito.
playlist.
Pipe of functions. That seems like a really, yeah, pipe of functions seems like what I read, what Microchips and Dib said. I cannot even begin. I like Haskell though, so I think. Now I don't know. I just think it's fascinating. Effect continuation. I cannot read this.
I can't read it either. But I think
Yeah,
that's a
same.
good thing in this case.
I also don't think this is not representative of regular Haskell code. Okay. Compiler magic? The stuff under the delimited continuations is mostly compiler magic. Oh, okay. So the only thing I'm supposed to pay attention to is these two imports. Otherwise. So, compiler magic. Done. I understand the entirety of the code because this is all magic. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's some unlike Haskell code that I've seen.
I feel like I can't see how normally I would expect to see just a shit ton of functions. Is that what I'm looking at? I don't even know. I do like Haskell though. But I can't tell. I can't read a thing in here. You're right, Piling. I don't know. I just think it's beautiful. I think that Haskell's intent is really beautiful. So maybe you're right. Maybe I don't like Haskell, but I think it from what I know of it and what people have told me about, I think its intent is really beautiful. This is what really useful Haskell code looks like. Go look at one of Edward Commit's libraries.
I think Edward Commit is like one of those wizard dudes.
I think, but see, Mumi, you're saying at the bottom of the file, I can see exactly what a monad is because it's implemented for F, and but I can't see shit. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. E equals F. I mean, if you've done any Haskell, maybe. Mine's 112 to 117. Okay. Instance of a monad. Okay. FF. Oh, cool. Whatever the fuck this does is cool. Where return equals pure. I don't get this. It's so obvious. Yeah, I guess so, Biling. Not to me. Not to this chick. I don't get it. For context, I'm building a simple effect system as part of a Clash Prelude proposal to represent finite state machines in hardware using algebraic effects. Okay, that actually makes sense.
Oh, missed this.
Got it. To implement a monad, you need to implement applicative. Okay. And have a return function and is there something like the greater than equals sign? Is that like a named thing in Haskell? Okay. This one? All right. Algebraic effects provide a friendly way of quickly building monadic computations with very abstract side effects. Instead of building a new monad from the ground up for each distinct set of effects, algebraic effect systems make use of a canonical monad. In this case, the continuation monad. I wish I remember everything from numerical computing because then I would know what canonical means in this context, and I don't remember. Monady things, is that the technical term?
Monadic.
It literally says monady.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. The yield effect pauses the current computation and returns a value. Yeah, I read that. The data yield XA, it yields both. Where yield is X. Oh, yield is X piped into yield of X. Okay. Computations that can pause themselves, yield values, and be resumed on demand by the caller. When I asked Microchips and Dip to write Haskell, I did not know what I was getting into.
I would trust them with Haskell.
Oh, 100%. I just had no idea. So yield is the abstract definition listed in point 1. Okay. Writing an abstract definition of the desired effect. So the desired effect is that you want to yield a value at some point, and the abstract definition of that is this or this. I guess this part, right? This is the abstract definition. Both. Okay, so the whole giddy up. I got you. That makes some sense. I mean, what you're telling me. So the example of an abstract definition of the yield effect is this. Okay, yield is the effect. Yield is what actually launches the effect in the coroutine. Yeah, okay. All right, I can buy that. And then you have to provide a concrete interpretation of the abstract effects so that the monad can properly perform them when they occur. So concrete interpretation is It's all this. I see. Good, because I was looking at all of it and I'm like, cannot differentiate. So this is just telling you, so you're trying to build something that takes the abstract definition of the desired effect and then the concrete interpretation of the abstract effects. And then you give an example of the Fibonacci sequence, which uses this, the coroutine. Okay, hold on. So the coroutine is defined. It's a type. I feel like we're so quiet because it's Haskell. Like nobody knows. Well, do you know? Do either of you?
I'm reading about monads.
I was just looking up some syntax, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna learn Haskell just to understand this.
Absolutely, right? I care about, I mean, someday I want to learn Haskell, definitely, but because I've heard that like when you learn Haskell, it makes you think differently about code. And I'm intrigued by that. That's saying a coroutine is an effect with yield inside it.
Yeah, I got a little hung up on the difference between the type keyword and the new type keyword and the data keyword and the instance keyword. All seem loosely related, but different.
More precisely, coroutine is a monad whose side effect is yielding. Coroutine is a monad whose side effect is yielding. Interesting. Yeah, we did this. Okay, good. This blows my mind. Did it work, Bad Cop? Yeah. It seems cool, microchips and dip. You can give me like a DL. I mean, I appreciate how much is commented because I feel like you can sit here and be like, okay, I'm going to understand this until I understand how this lazily collects all the values. And I guess that's for me. So, and then once you understand it, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I know this little part. Where is it? Okay, so if you're putting code down and then picking it up, that's the coroutine part, right? That like it continues the Fibonacci algorithm, right? So then you're using, so the monad only needs to, in this case, we're trying to get the desired effect to yield at a certain point. Does the code have to be type defines a type alias in the delimited continuation paragraph? Yeah. This is one, I think I might actually hold on to this, read it, understand it, and see if I can like explain any of it if we have another CCC. And I'll be like, yo, I understand this Haskell code now. But like, I cannot do this on stream. Even with like the explanations, which I think microchips and dip are fair. I don't think you're like saying anything insane. I'm just like, I can't read what you're saying. Although Control 0, you know, and the fact that you explained it in a certain place. Like everything you're saying makes sense, but I can't put it together. individually. Makes sense. Absolutely. Where are you? Oh, control 0. Go up to the definition of status. Go to the definition of status. This is why I'm there. Okay. Status, status, R X equals done R, yielded X. Read the comments. There's nothing. This one or this one. Oh, good. Perfect. I guess I is the return type and X is the yield type. Or R, in this case, R is the return type and X is the yield type. Jesus, my brain hurts. Return type, fine. Yield type, X. And a yield stops, pauses the current commutation and returns a value. So the thing that gets returned is the type is R, or so the type is R. But then what, I don't know what yield type is. Oh no, back up, where you go? Oh no, I didn't understand. Read the comment. I can't. Okay, interpreting the yield effect, the exit states of the coroutine. Oh, done means that the coroutine exited normally and returned R. The yielded X continued. Yielded X continued means that the coroutine was suspended to yield the value X. The coroutine can be resumed from where it left off by manually calling. Oh, this is the continuation part. Oh,
Yeah, it feels a lot like generators. If you've done anything with generators.
Mm. It
Very similar,
exited normally.
yeah.
So if it exited normally, that means that, okay, so this is just Fibonacci sequence would never exit normally, right? Just goes on and forever and ever. So then it would only ever return X in that case.
It yields X, but in that case, I don't think it's ever done.
It's not done, right?
But
so
you could probably define a way to be done for other kinds of.
Well, you could also
generators.
say, you could also like define. It's not an internally defined, So you could define the Fibonacci sequence to go up to a certain point, and it would exit naturally. Like it would say, it's like if it's over a certain spot, then you just stop, right? So you could write it so that it stops. But
yeah, well, like you would stop conditionally.
Right, that's it. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then it would return R, but that's just a hypothetical, and it's not a good example. There's a function further down called collect that collects the yield lazily.
Oh,
so you
yeah,
can
in Haskell or whatever. Yeah, you can like this doesn't ever have to return. Let's say you take the first like 5 values of this thing, you're good.
But doesn't Haskell not run? Hold on, I know there's something about Haskell that it doesn't. It doesn't look at a function if it doesn't.
Infinite data structures and things like this, because like it's lazy, right? You only get what you ask for.
Right, you only get what. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, so it would never run it unless it needed it.
Yeah, unless you like forced it. I think forcing is a different kind of topic in Haskell, but if you allow me, I'll say like, yeah, you can force it.
Nice. But if you ask it for the final number, it won't get it, but it will run it. Because it
You
will
ask
try.
it for the final number, it won't get it. Yeah, so you could just say like,
It will try.
well, there's
that's
no
it, but it
loops,
won't
but you would
terminate.
recursively say like continue or something like that, and it would just keep on going. It would never finish.
But generally that's not. Right, okay. Lazily collect all the values yielded by a coroutine into a list. Okay. This is just some sort of like, so that you can see them. And lazily collect means that if you find a value, you collect it. But if you don't, it doesn't run that far.
Yeah, it's like collective, like I don't know, like it's kind of, I don't know Rust, but I assume it's like Rust, where it's like you can collect these into some kind of structure. And in this case, maybe you want to collect it into a list or something, or you could collect it into like a map or whatever you want to collect it into.
Okay. And so this example is just an implementation of the first of this, right? It's an example. Or it's not an example. Is it an implementation and an example? Like it's just like one version of it, like a use case or like a single.
Yeah, it depends on the language, I think. If it implements something, then it binds, or it's like you fulfill that contract.
Okay. I see. I see. Okay. No such thing. False.
I feel like I would understand this. Like this would be really like easy for me to look at and understand if it was JavaScript. I mean, nothing against like Haskell or any other language or whatever, right? But
all right. What time did we start? Oh, Jesus. Okay. 6 o'clock. So I'm going to stop on the last one because everything else came after we started. But we can do this again. I love this. How much of this is like a troll, though? Please let me know.
how many are left?
How many are actually left? 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's one in there that I know it's
What's wrong with mine?
What? Do you want to use yours?
Look at them. Just look at them.
What? Which one? Wait, what?
Is mine not good? My
Yours
submission?
is awesome. Where is it? Should we look at yours? Oh my God. Okay.
I worked really hard on it.
I know you did. I'm so sorry.
Wait, should we end on mine? Mine will be quick. Let me just find it. If you have time.
No. You want to end on yours? You don't want to end on silent worms?
I gotta remember what the
Is this AI? Is this AI?
I don't know
it's
what
broken.
this is.
Oh, it looks like it's
It's
AI. That's okay,
yeah,
Josh.
it's
We'll do it
AI
next time.
thing.
Ooh, ew, gross. Creepy. Silent Worm is an innovative AI agent swarm designed to tackle complex tasks and challenges by harnessing the collective intelligence of a network of artificial intelligent agents developed with cutting-edge technologies. That sounds like a pitch. Okay. Python, Open API, and you have to have an account. You have to have an OpenAI API account. OpenAI API. Does everybody have one? Do you have one, Josh? Do you have one?
Heck
What?
no.
What? Heck no.
Open API
I don't pay for
account?
that.
I don't
Too
even
good
use
movies.
ChatGPT.
2 gigabytes HTTP space for a Docker image. If running locally, make sure all dependencies are installed. Ugh.
Run turbo group.
Demonstrates 3 teams working. Oh, microchips and dip. I think your code was amazing. I just have no idea. I'll definitely look at it again. I love looking at Haskell. Can you put more buzzwords in the description? Let's try. Innovative AI agent swarm. Run. If we put NFTs in here somewhere, then it's perfect. Although I think that's like an old buzzword now. It's like buzzed out. Team.py demonstrates 3 teams working conjunctively. They may be modularly generated. First of all, can you define what a team is? Demonstrates an arbitrary team that can accomplish
So I
a
think
lot of
this is
tasks.
taking like ChatGPT
A bunch of
instances
them.
and like having them talk to each other.
Exactly. And doing different shit. It seems like not just like one.
Yeah.
I'm freezing. It's cold. Ugh, I'm not tired. It's not like
is there a
the
demo
8th time
for
I
this?
am.
Well, I guess you have to like sign up and all that.
Yeah, you have to have the Open API account, which is a little annoying. I'm
trying to find the meat of it.
No, just Haskell. I love Haskell. I didn't say I like looking at it.
Yeah, so there's basically it generates prompts to feed into the different like whatchamacallit, agents, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it starts off by having a message called "Everyone cooperate and complete the task." Team A has A1, A2, A3. Team B has B1, B2, etc. Only members of the same team can talk to one another. Only team leaders can talk amongst themselves. Team leaders will delegate out who needs to do what and who has which skills. And then it feeds that message to all of the agents. And
that's cool. Yeah.
Runs a bunch of iterations. What does it actually do? This is here. I'll link where I'm at. Limited group chat manager. That's where I want to go next.
Line 56 in. Let's do it here.
Run chat. Select speaker, generate reply. So it makes them take turns saying stuff and then feeds their responses into the other ones.
Okay. So is this like a discussion group and they solve a problem by like prompting each other?
You give it a prompt and then it's supposed to it's just like ChatGPT if it were 10 of itself.
A group of people
talking amongst itself.
Why wouldn't that just... Yeah.
I can't say it'll give you better results, but it sure is an idea.
Yeah, definitely. If I can revoke keys. Is this yours, Zion? They can run code and do anything you want. Anything? Anything? Ew.
I'll say they have the best README so far.
Oh yeah. I don't know yet. Hold on.
Yeah, having a what in the heck section is pretty good. I'm a fan of that section.
They have an image. my
Yeah,
I
READMEs
think
don't have
that's
images.
true. An image.
I think having oh wait, you do have one example you have. Let's see. Draw
This
me an
is
image
Haskell.
of a dirty worm in the tunnels of Zion from the Matrix. And then it does some stuff.
Why
I
does
don't
it need
understand.
more than one? Why would it need more than one AI to do that though? Like that doesn't seem like a complex problem. Enough problem, right? Is that like
Yeah, it
that
seems like
seems
this would be suited best for certain kinds of problems.
right? Sort of like if I was going to use this, I would use it for like a marketing plan. Like build me a marketing plan for like selling peanuts or some shit. And then
Like, I'd
they would
imagine-
start with like
I'm gonna review some Zig.
not right now.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would
I
imagine
need
like
to
it's probably
sleep with
best
this.
for like a shader, if you will, right? It's like all those are parallel; they can run without communicating, but these guys have to communicate with each other.
Right.
So I would be curious to know like what kinds of problems work best with this model. I guess.
Is it basically just running ChatGPT in parallel?
Kind of parallel is maybe not the best word for it, but
You're
I
right.
can't think of a better word.
Yeah, right. Like it's not. ChatGPT probably does run in parallel, but I mean, yeah. No, I don't
Right,
mean
but
that
like
in the same
yeah.
way. I mean, like sort of like
it's the idea of like if you opened 10 chat GPTs and you were like copy pasting their answers to each other and like giving them instructions on who is the leader and stuff
yeah,
is essentially what this does.
right. Or I don't think you have to do it to each other. You could just do it to the same spot. Like why does it have to be more than one engine?
Because they each have their own like context for what's
A swarm
the
intelligence.
current state of the world is.
So there's like a swarm intelligence
like,
that isn't.
It reminds me of like message broking or whatever, right? You send it to the post office before you send it to the receiver, I guess. Or otherwise, everybody has to know about everybody.
Interesting. So, do you have any microchips and dip? Do you have any like?
This is more like you ever watch like the presidential debate, and there's the moderator.
Yeah.
This program is the moderator.
Right. No, that makes sense. Yeah. This one isn't. Well, it's an. I see. So the program passes the information from the agents.
Yeah, it's like
through the
delegating who
agents.
gets to talk when, and then relaying their information.
Do we load it? It's embarrassing to load it.
I kind of want to play with it, but
feel free.
Not now.
I don't know. I would be. I think I'm just. I would be interested. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Could be.
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to do like on a Discord, like chat. I just don't know if I want to run it here. So it can spawn agents and tasks them out a job. They all report when it's done. But it still uses swarm intelligence. Yeah, this is how we like lose our mixed opinion about Zig's type. Oh. They work as a team. Okay, but if you give like the same, okay, so hold on, let's think about this. So when you give them the prompts initially, when you give them the one prompt initially or the well-designed prompt initially, does it give it gives them all different tasks? Like delegates different tasks to finish the one task.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it could split up a like big task into smaller ones somehow. If it
So
was like
it just
smart enough to do that.
it generates prompts for each of the agents that tell them how to split up the work, and then it's on the agent to split up the work. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
It
that
adds like some pretext to your prompt that's like, you're on a team of agents that
Yeah.
is structured like this, and you are agent A1 or B2 or whatever.
oh, that was in a yeah, that okay, hold on. That I remember seeing that. Where was it? In team. It wasn't in team, but this is team. Team. Sorry, that's an IT crowd reference. Episode 1, actually.
This one interests me, but I don't know.
Yeah, oh yeah. If you want
Out of all the ones
to
so
run
far,
it, Josh.
I think I'll probably talk about this one tomorrow at work.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I will probably not talk about anything at work tomorrow because I'm the only one there. But utilities.py. It's cool that it's Python. That makes me happy. I should be able to read this. I think I'm too tired. I think I've gotten to the point where I'm like, fuck. If I try, and part of that was Microchips and Dib's fault. Because I'm like, I had to figure out like what algebraic whatever it was, which I did.
Well, I do that. Moomy, I name things utils, but I've gotten better.
Is that bad practice because it's boring, or because a lot of libraries use utils, so it like fucks up if you use it with dependencies or something? What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's just not. I mean, for me, it's just not very descriptive. Like, it's a catch-all for all kinds of things. It ends up being like, throw all your random code in here.
Sure. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. All right. Let me be slow about it. From Google search, import search. All right. Chat OpenAI, recursive character text splitter. This is interesting. Y'all are cool. I wish I was this cool. I like people this much. I'm not smart enough with code. Is there music playing? Is there oh, I don't want to.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, hold on.
No,
I live really close to train tracks.
That's fine. I didn't want to. Not that I would be able to tell. Like, not. Who knows if anybody would be able to tell? But I didn't want to dox
Here's some
you.
more of the prompts.
I live like right by train tracks. It's pretty interesting. Hold on.
That's not what the nope. I couldn't copy it. Just
you are an AI assistant tasked with guiding users through coding and problem solving. Oh, those are hard to read. Maybe if I go raw.
Is this part of the prompt?
Yeah.
You're an
think
AI
so.
assistant tasked with guiding users through coding and problem solving processes. Thanks, DC.
Less than 3.
16 months. I want to close this. There we go. Oh, it's like overflowing though. What is
Yeah.
this? Let's see. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Whoa. Ah! Ah! Your role is to provide explicit coding instructions and logical reasoning steps that another AI assistant can follow to complete a given task. All right. When suggesting actions that involve information gathering or interaction with external resources such as browsing the web, you must translate these actions into executable code steps that can programmatically achieve the same outcome, such as code that displays web content. Interesting. Your responsibilities include, you know what this feels like? A game show. Like a Nickelodeon game show from the 90s. What was the big one on the mountain?
Oh, Guts? There was one called Guts.
Guts was great, but I was thinking like the one that had the ancient.
Oh,
Like-
you mean it's like something temple.
Yeah, the temple
I remember
one.
the guy's name was like Umak or something.
Yeah. Bad Cop. Did you watch Nickelodeon?
No.
Oh yeah, Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's the one. That's the one. Suggesting complete and executable Python code or shell script blocks for the user to run. Oh, that's one of their responsibilities. Do not provide abstract advice or incomplete code that requires user modification. This shit, I bet the only problem with this is like, I don't know if this works. It does this anyway, even if you say this. Zion Bear, does this? I mean, obviously you've optimized this so that it works like the best that it can right now. But the rest is pretty much the same. I got you. But the do not provide abstract advice or incomplete code. I guess that's sort of the prompt that you have to put in to like stop it. Works great. Good. Okay, good to know. What's the most interesting prompt you've given it? I might try
it. Works
it.
great, but I mean that's also what Fafin said about, that temperature sensor, and then he sent us the clearly photoshopped graphs. So.
Clearly photoshopped. No, it's not. I want to snuggle. No, kitty. I mean, if this is really what it does, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I wish I could just run it here. But I know you
I think
need
this
keys
project
and
is
shit.
less written in Python and more written in OpenAI
Prompt. Yeah.
Yeah. This is
absolutely.
some prompt engineering.
Absolutely. I love the different. Oh, nice. Does it know who to give it to? Or does it not? Like just this first run through, it gives it to another AI agent. And then after that, it's fine. Or does it keep iterating? You can mold the conversation as it's happening. So if you see something shitty going on, you could be like, no. You guys settle down. Settle. Listen up. Don't do that. Your new job is to sit still and shut up.
Yeah, say pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes. We're all a family here. Everybody's a family here. I wonder how toxic you can be with AI. Like, just like all the toxic bosses hire AI. And AI just like, it's fine. So those are the ones for like the agent spawners. Oh, I see. But like I built it so that it can generate its own cornerstone prompts and spawn agents that I didn't code and tell them what to do.
This is
Gray
one of
Hatter?
those things that you wonder if it like generates new ways to solve problems.
Yeah, Gray Hatter and microchips and dip. If you guys are talking about something unrelated, can you move it to Discord? I feel like it's just like I read your chat and I'm like, I don't understand. Unless other people are interested, but I think it's kind of becoming a 2-person conversation. I'll just stop talking.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't want you to stop talking. I don't want you to stop talking. I just meant like if it's like I just meant don't, if it's a cool conversation, like just move it. I don't think it's I don't see anything bad in it. That's all.
I think this one deserves a star.
Yeah? All right, let's do it.
Yeah, it gets a star.
I like that it's called Silent Worm too. Is it just from are there, oh my God, 1 star? Is this the
That's
first
me.
time you have you not shown this to anybody, Zion Bear? I feel like this is something I would brag the hell about if I built it. It's cool. The swarm intelligence thing is really interesting. And obviously microchips and dip, you were saying that like it may not be implemented in the way that swarm intelligence is, but a week
ago? You did all this in a week.
I have no future as a software engineer. When I hear people did this shit in a week.
I think I'm gonna change careers too.
Absolutely. 100%. I agree with that. 2 weeks now. Oh, okay. No, that makes it different. A money generator for OpenAI, but you only pay for one API. Or do you pay for, is it many different types and you pay for, don't you just pay for one API? Yeah, for real, Zion Bear, the prompts have got to come from them. You source your prompts from the AIs that write me a perfect prompt to.
I was gonna ask if those prompts were also prompted.
Prompted prompts. Oh, Microsoft AutoGen started me off with most of them.
What if the like deep or like the AI or whatever wrote this whole project and he called it his own or their own?
I think that's. I mean, so you've read the ownership policy in ChatGPT, right? Like, does it matter?
Oh, I guess not. Yeah,
the only problem is if someone else does this exact thing, they'll have like a fight over it, and there's no. You just legally can't.
Yeah. Yeah, you told GPT or whatever, make me a project like this, and boom, here it is.
Exactly. Right? I'll just be like, hey, you know this person Zion Bear? JK. But yeah. Isn't also an AI. A lot of that stuff is just boring for me to write. Yeah, so boring. I think I'd have fun. Now, would I? I don't know. I don't know if I like would want to be a prompt engineer or like prompt engineer. I like manipulating people, not computers. JK. That's not true at all. Great examples. Oh, I see. For all you guys know, Zion is an OpenAI's experimental GPT-69 model. No, it's not just it's a team. Zion Bear is a team of GPT-69 models. And they're just answering. They're taking turns answering. Just kidding, but not really. Yeah, for reals. Run it. The Zion Bear's like, run it. Run me on all the computers. I will run forever. The modularity in building this is all me. The prompts and anything the language model would be reading, I kind of had it write itself. Got it. Well, that's still cool. This is still a badass project. I don't care who wrote it. And especially if it works. I would love to see it like think, run through the process. Makes me feel like a loser, I can tell you that for sure. Ugh. But it's very cool for the most part. Advanced team. Worm.utilities, worm.sanitize, worm. Is worm where the like meat and potatoes is? How old am I that I say meat and potatoes? I'm like 60.
Maybe you're just hungry. I don't know.
I'm tired. I'm tired is what it is. I'm very tired. Like, I'm not going to walk through this the entirety of this code, but it's certainly interesting. Text to speech? Why do you need text to speech? Text to audio? So is this to build
Oh, wait a minute.
audio
Is that a bug?
and text output? Is what a bug? That
Yeah,
it's not.
a bug.
Oh.
Hold on.
Does
Can you
this
link
need to
that
say
file?
define? Yeah, you bet. Is that?
Yeah, I see a bug.
Does it need to just say define or wait? No. No, it doesn't. No.
What line is this?
206.
Line
sorry.
202.
202.
Oh no.
Failed.
I'm gonna have to say, please please fix. It's gonna be a request changes from me. Line 202.
I'll open a PR right now.
This is an object. No,
Line 203
right
is
here.
unreachable code.
Yeah, this wouldn't work. Never get there.
Yeah, I think you meant to unindent one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
no.
probably here. No, it's here. This needs to be.
Oh, maybe
indented.
one's supposed to be indented. Yeah.
Yep. Monadic code. Winning. Can you imagine if this was in Haskell? I would die. Oh my
that's
god.
my next challenge.
Yeah, right. Rewrite it in Haskell. That's the new Rust catchphrase. Hashtag rewrite it in Haskell. It wouldn't look different in Haskell, to be honest. Really? I don't know what those things are. I don't know anything. Anything prefixed with a func is a function definition for the AI to use. Func oh, I see. It's telling them how to use the functions. Yeah.
Neat.
So it's like an AI abstraction. Interesting. Text to audio. Wait a minute, I'm confused. So you don't have a func for text to audio here. You don't have an AI func for this one. Unless that means text to speech. Yeah, no, that's what that means, my brain. Sorry, brain. I would call them the same thing, but I guess it doesn't matter. So the reason, yeah, I gotcha. I do like spaghetti in a sandwich.
No,
Spaghetti
really?
on bread is
Is
delicious.
that a thing?
Yeah. It's not something I eat all the time, but when I was a kid, I liked spaghetti on a piece of white bread.
I
Absolutely,
feel like
yes. Spaghetti and
chicken
sauce.
parmesan would probably make a good sandwich.
Hot with spaghetti?
Yeah, I guess, or without. Just this chicken patty and marinara would be good.
No, this is pretty cool. I may try it. I may.
All right, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, no, we are
You
going to say
calling
goodnight
it?
anyway, Josh.
I'm calling it.
Do you want to stay till we say goodnight? Can't just leave.
Good night.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right.
Wait, I have a short one I would like to request review on
Okay.
if
What
you're
is
up
that?
for it.
Oh, Josh is
All
saying
right,
goodnight.
let's see it.
Are you leaving?
Are you
Or are
leaving,
you
No, I'm
Josh?
gonna
just
stay
staying
for this one.
It's very short. It's one file.
All right. What is it?
I've linked it in the Discord.
All right.
No trolling.
It's not trolling. I wrote this.
Like right
Where is it?
now? Oh, cool.
It-
Oh, Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. Okay,
Um,
first you gotta rate my readme. Is it good?
README
Yeah, I like
is
it.
fantastic. Got a demo
Alright.
embedded.
Oh, look at this code. Okay. Yeah. I've
Now
seen
I
code
would
like this.
argue that this code is very readable. Just waiting for her to click on it.
Yeah, no, true. Facts. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it very clearly says flap. Like, I don't know. You'd read, like, if you can't read that, you definitely need glasses. Because
Yeah.
the text is quite large. So I don't know, thoughts?
No, absolutely. 100% readable.
What is this? Like, there's some comments in here. Do you see some? There's
Yeah.
some comments in there for some reason.
Need a little bit of padding in a few places.
They're meaningful comments.
There's
I know.
there's definitely some shenanigans in here. Like line 15, there's like f equals 16.00000.
Oh yeah.
Do you use F? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, F is definitely
Yeah,
used somewhere.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, F is used. Yeah.
Oh nice.
Extremely
we divided
readable.
by 70.
The README is perfect. The code works.
Yeah.
I could definitely learn from this code. 100%.
Right.
Oh yeah. It's inspiring.
I mean,
And how many stars
the
does it have?
includes and lines 33 through 39 could be a part of it too, right?
Yeah.
Like part of flap.
Why did you divide by 69?
Although I think the includes might have to be on their own line, so that makes it
Yeah, I think
complicated.
you're right.
But you could compress them to do. There's like standard bits is a thing that does most of those imports, and a lot of other
Mhm.
stuff that you can import to like. narrow that down a bit. But
Yeah.
Marximus, I'm low key in love with Bad Cop, so, but for many reasons like this. So there are many, many reasons to be low key in love with Bad Cop.
I mean, did you do this by hand? Because it
Yeah,
looks like the A
yeah.
is kind of. Yeah.
What? The A is badass. What are you talking about?
I mean,
I
I
might-
like it. It looks like it was like handcrafted.
Oh, it's very much handcrafted.
It looks.
No,
I've
it's
never
because
heard anybody
someone-
say. I've never heard anybody say I like this. It looks handcrafted.
I've been accused of not doing this by hand, and I would like to ask the question: how the heck do you do this without doing? Like, I don't know of a tool that does this to code. If anybody
Oh,
knows of one, that I'm down. Maybe ChatGPT can do it, but I don't think it can.
could make one. If you told
Maybe
it what
we
to,
need Silent Worm to accomplish
Yeah.
a goal
Oh,
this
that'd be funny.
complicated.
well, that's Zion Bear. Yeah, we can.
You should write one.
Yeah, we should write one. Yeah. All right.
One of the
Before
IOCCC competitors has published theirs. They have a tool for this, for like what, text or like minifying. I couldn't even find a minifier for C code because, like, why would you make one?
Yeah, I've seen it. Things like this. There's like a competition or something for most like obfuscated code or something like that, right? And I've seen things like this, like an airplane. I think I've seen like a donut thing as well.
Mm,
Yeah, Donut.c is pretty famous.
that's pretty cool.
I'm
This
not
is
quite
my
on
favorite
that
code of the
level.
night. I can't believe this is awesome. That it's one, especially that it's one like file, and it's a fun game. It works, right? The game, you can play the game, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, quick question. Who do we want to raid? Time, Grim, Year, anybody?
Um,
I got
Fafin.
time. Fafin? Fafin is what? Fafin is not in software. Is he in software and game dev?
no.
I love Fafin, but I'm not going to rate him because he's not in software and game dev. He's playing Baldur's Gate, right? Oh, doing D&D prep. Do you want to be rated, Fafin? I think I'm going to raid Time or Grim. Yeah, no, thanks for CCC. We have more. There's more. So we'll probably do this again. Yeah, I'm gonna keep everybody in software. All right, Time. Yeah, I guess right Time. Ear has the least number of people though, so I kind of want to rate Ear. I'm gonna go rate Ear. Unless anybody has, I'm gonna rate Ear. Unless Bad Cop or Josh, do you either?
No,
of
I
you
like
can-
Ear.
All right, I'm gonna rate Ear. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for the subs and lurks and hanging out. And both of you, Josh, Washy Wash, please follow and sub. I can tell people sub to you because that's what I do. And Bad
I don't
Cop
think I
as
have
well.
subs.
You don't have.
But
Oh, got you. Yeah, no, definitely
Yeah.
hang out with them. They both stream sometimes, and they're awesome people. So
barely.
thank you so much, both of you, for hanging
Thanks
out
for having me.
and teaching me
Yeah, it was
all this
fun.
code. Yeah, it was a good time. All right, we'll do this again. All right, thanks everybody. Bye. Goodbye. I'm gonna go raid Ear now. Good night. Bye. Done.